Hey, it's me, the man doing stream things. I don't know. Oh, man, that aircon's loud. I don't like how loud. I need to figure out a way to deal with that because we're getting into the Australian summer. It gonna get hot in here. It's already getting hot in here because the stupid lights heat up this room so much. And then whenever I'm playing a game that requires my computer to, I don't know, exist in any stable capacity, it just cooks the room. Even on good days when it's windy. Because the door's closed, doesn't matter if the window's wide open because the airflow don't function that way. But hey, we're back for some more Metaphor. So last stream, we successfully snuck into the Chardorius. We got what we wanted. It turns out that our friend Juna was, the other person who was undercover trying to find out things about the curse from Luis. Unfortunately, we've learnt that based upon the curse that was scribed down, it's no way to really undo the curse in that way, and the only realistic option now is to kill Luis in order to end the curse, because the curse is, well, continuously living via his own magic. Which is quite an interesting scenario, but I honestly am not too surprised. I trust this will suffice. I should keep that muted for... Why did my Steam Deck flick itself on? Go away. You're not on today. So yeah, we're back with some more Metaphor ReFantazio, and this is gonna get interesting. I don't know, because I don't know where we're going next, because we've done all the requests. I don't know if we're going to be forced to have a lot of downtime or something. I don't know yet. That is simply something I will have to find out. But let's get into it. Tis a bitter setback that we've lost the means to break his highness' curse. Yes, 'twould serve nothing to only wallow in dismay. If the only path that remains is slaying Lewis, we need to seek new strength with zeal renewed. Well, that certainly could have turned out worse than it did. All thanks to your engineer, I assume, that crazy uncle-looking chap. Yeah, he must be quite the tinkerer. Not that your runner holds a candle to Luis's. That aside, I wish you all wouldn't stand on ceremony with me. I'm on your side now, truly. You were fortunate indeed to find an unexpected ally in the midst of hostile territory. Hulkenberg had much to say on the fame and accomplishments of both Juna and Rella. I must confess a near total ignorance of modern trends and those that set them. What about you? I couldn't care to. I don't think my character particularly cared too much. All right, maybe not now. Time to get some sleep. Yeah, there's not really much else we can do, really. We go sleep.
Good night.
What an interesting thing. Oh, yeah, that's right. The brothers, or at least the older one, the smaller one, is very suspicious of behavior. And is probably looking into further what just happened.
Oh, good. You're still awake.
Ooh.
What's the matter?
Can't sleep.
Well, that is rather the problem. I'm wide awake. Once we're back tomorrow, I'll sneak the formula back into Luis's room. Even if he suspected us, he'd never work out that we got to the capital and showed it to Rella in a single night.
Yeah, that is.
He won't find out about our mission.
That is genuinely probably the only good thing. The fact that because we can teleport for some weird, unexplainable, inexplicable reason, it's explained to some degree, but it still doesn't make an amazing amount of sense. We can go away, get it checked, and come back within the night, and this purse won't be gone for long.
You know, I'm a bit surprised. I thought I was fine doing all that infiltration at Luis's place. Turns out I wasn't. Finally having others who know the truth, and having gotten to see my sister. I didn't realize how exhausted I am, and you personally saved me from danger back there. I'm terribly grateful to you. You're lucky, really. I'll have you know I'm rarely this candid.
Really?
That's the forbidden text you mentioned in Luis's room, is it? I've seen him reading it from time to time. What's it like? Can I read a bit of it?
Reading time? Oh my god, it's reading time, boys and girls.
The prevailing culture of the world is one of freedom in all things. No faith, fealty, or philosophy enforces ideology. All are free to create, and all are free to embrace those creations. This culture's influence spreads throughout the world. It is even said that a song of peace was powerful enough to bring an end to war. Oh, how inspiring. It's hard to imagine that a single song could be so influential. I wonder what the world would be like if a song really could reach all people's hearts. No matter their status or tribe. We Nydia, we're all liars, you know. Everyone told us we were inherently worthless. Just a fact of our birth. So I learned some glamours to make myself at least look valuable. This form. It's all just a fancy disguise, really. A gilded mask for the world to admire.
I'm very curious.
No, do forgive me.
No.
That was all lies, lies, lies. I don't think it's necessarily a good idea to reveal yourself entirely, but you should always have the freedom to. If these new powers are to give form to my ideals, I want to create a world where we can appreciate each other's freedom. I'll make sure everyone hears that in my songs. No matter what happens.
Fair enough.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Well, this is taking a bit. Oh no, what's happening? The game just break itself? No, loading screen incoming. It had me worried for a second that something's about to happen. Ah, here we go.
Now, prepare to hear the race's next challenge. Let's find out where our fierce competitors are bound. To recap, the 20 candidates with the current highest approval on the King's Rock will be the only ones to proceed. All others will be disqualified. I'd say the results of the exhibition are sure to have spread by now. Let's have a look at the standings, shall we? In first place, the undisputed winner, bane of sea monsters and savior of the people, our very own Sanctipex Pardon! And the traitor Luis in second, despite not actually being in the race. But in third, we have the warrior monk captain, Master Guido! Furthermore...
In the end, everyone but Luis is just representing the Sanctus Church.
What's your point? I dare say that's a relief. We'll finally be done with
not
all
really.
this chaos. A return to normalcy.
Ha! Normalcy. Funny how it's only the rich who miss how things used to be. But now Count Luis has the people behind him. He'll save the common man.
Yes, we're all keeping our ears out for a response from Luis's faction. But we do have one standout who's seen a stunning jump in popularity since the exhibition. The lad responsible for exposing the sins of the Sanctoress Joanna. Valiant human slayer. Yes, it's the young Elder.
Right! Wasn't expecting that one. Nameless to famous in a single night. Just like that, he's in the top 20.
I mean, it works wonders when you actually do things that directly help the people that people were having problems with. Man, it's crazy how that works.
Oi, crier man, where's the windbag? The one what acted all high and mighty over a tiny human head.
Who? Oh, right, that Gladel or something. No sign of him, probably saw the writing on the wall and dropped out.
So it really was all talk then? A disgrace to the Rusum, hiding his inadequacy behind Luis's authority.
But the boy candidate isn't the only one in the spotlight. We've a rising star by the name of Katharina. Some big ideas, that girl. I hear she plans to put a price on every wealthy head if she takes the throne.
What's wrong with that? If they're sitting on most of the kingdom's money, they can afford to hire a little extra security every day. Let them sweat it out.
Now here's a surprise. We've got a Mustari candidate still in the running. And my sources say they hail from, well, Virga Island.
A pagan island, eh? But they're filthy barbarians.
Oh my fucking
Besides,
god.
Nobody could compare to Lord Milo.
The final roundup's actually looking pretty diverse. We're just about ready to announce the next
Of course,
leg
racism.
of the race.
Not surprising. Bum bum da dum. Bum bum.
And that's the bell. Thank you for waiting, ladies and gents. It's time to begin the second round of the tournament for the throne. First of all, congratulations to the 20 who have won their places on the King's Rock. You are now officially the winners of the first round. Let's give them a hand.
No sign of Luis. Even if he does plan to take over, suppose he's still not eager to play by their rules.
I haven't seen Juna this morning either.
I heard some nobles say she had a job suddenly come up. Better that the audience doesn't see her with us, anyway.
Now, at long last, we are ready to announce their next challenge. This time, the task for the candidates is recovering and offering a divine relic!
What? A relic?
Don't worry, we're happy to explain everything. You'll not want to forget this, so we've arranged for you
Gina.
to hear it from an unforgettable voice. To tell us more, please welcome to the stage. our
God,
guide,
what a
our songstress,
the design of that
the
hair is
lovely
nuts.
Lady Juna!
Her sudden obligation revealed, I suppose.
Chosen heroes. Your next destination is Altaberry Heights, the capital of the Principality of Montario. You are to gather there by the deadline, with a divine relic in hand to offer the Sanctus Church. Tragically, there are still heathens in this land.
She must
who
hate
choose
having to say
reject
this.
Sanctism. They care nothing for salvation. They cling to strange idols, calling them divine relics, believing them gifts from their
God.
eldritch gods. But their rituals are unstable, and their relics just primitive magic tools. It is time we put an end to this misguided witchery. Take these relics from the pagan's grasp and bring them to the birthplace of Sanctism, Altaberry Heights, in Montario. Please deliver them to their rightful place in God's hands. May all our aspiring heroes be blessed with good fortune and the favor of God. I pray for your success.
Got a real presence before a crowd, doesn't she? Positively plucks at your heart.
Focus, Iceland, focus.
By the deadline of the second round, Altaberry will begin the festivities for the autumnal Montario Saints' Day. This two-day event kicks off on Saints' Day Eve, with the main celebrations on the day proper. And this year's event will be historic. His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden, will be personally sealing the collection of the pagan relics. To celebrate, the songstress Juna will be dedicating a ceremonial song. You won't want to miss this, folks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on my mark, let the second round of the tournament for the throne begin!
They're unabashedly ordering them to steal relics from pagan land now. That's plunder. They would steal our very culture.
That candidate's a Mustari. Small wonder he's so aghast.
Yeah.
Forden's stooping to a new low.
What new low?
By and large, the Mustari are a pagan people. Their relics are cultural touchstones, vital to their hearts and faiths. And Forden's just ordered us to loot them as we please.
But in our case, we won't even know what we're doing until Luis gives the order.
Either way, we're bound for Altaberry. It's further east. We've a long trip ahead of us.
Oh, my shoulder hurts. I don't care if it's the Crown Theocracy. You'd think they'd ask me a little sooner than the morning of.
Still managed to put on a hell of a show for him. Lady Juna, Count Luis has sent for you. And you lot too, I suppose.
Looks like our first job's come in. These men have me running all over.
June's just going to continue playing it up because why not?
We're back, Lord Luis.
Funny, isn't it? Since the Gladell incident, you've been inseparable from this gang.
Well, one has to keep one's chauffeur in line, don't you think?
Hey, heard you got a gig at the Sanctus Festival. Good on ya.
Thanks. Though I don't know if it's worth celebrating. Seems to me it's to keep Lord Luis in check. Putting me on stage the whole time might keep you from crashing their Saints' Day party.
And if we try anything, they'll use it as an excuse to blacklist you. Just the kind of shite you'd expect from those Sanctist stooges.
Yep.
You need fear nothing. It is Forden who now stews in his dread, and he seeks the divine relics is common knowledge. But who would simply give up an idol on par with a god's reverence? He has all but commanded that we take it by force. The king's magic ruined his schemes. You humiliated him in the public eye. And in one desperate final grasp for authority, the fool has placed his fate in my hands. Forden's game will soon end. Let us at least give him the finale he deserves.
What are you planning to do?
What? Do you need to hear it repeated? I will give Forden his death.
And what of the king's magic?
You'll see soon enough. For now, you need only follow my orders. Your task is to obtain a certain divine relic on my behalf. The artifact in question is a lance known as Dracodius.
Dracodios. The Draco implies something to do with dragons, I presume?
Suffice to say, the lore behind this particular relic intrigues me. You will acquire it in time for Saints' Day, and bring it to me.
Pretty high stakes, my lord. You sure you want this crop of novices on the job?
Rest assured, my other agents have their own relics I've assigned them to pursue. I've no urgent need for this lance, nor for them, should they fail.
I'll go along and keep an eye on them, shall I? You can bet that if they try and run off with the relic, I'll put a stop to it.
You certainly are attached to them, aren't you?
Well, it's their first formal assignment in your service, after all. I can be your eyes and ears.
So be it then. You may act accordingly.
He's getting more and more suspicious by the moment.
Fancy lance?
Find your clues elsewhere. You have nothing further from me. Prove you think as well as you fight. May we both find success in the pursuit of our shared vision.
Because to some underlying degree, there is the protagonist and you, the player, and everyone else, a part of your crew, have a very similar vision for the world that Luis has. He just has more of a focus on power, and he's also a bit of a Kingslayer. And part of your mission is to free the prince, so he can do this instead. But
Oi there.
search for clues about the Divine Lance.
Oi there.
Do-do-do.
Oi there.
Bum, ba, bum, bum. You know, from the thingy about the king, right? Like, he reeks of alcohol. I don't ask him anything, but we might as well see about Divine Lance for any Mustari. Mustari, the ones with the masks. I saw them eating in the tavern with the masks. Or maybe they do take off their masks, actually. Well, at least we know Mustari side of the tavern, I think. Why there? You can stop telling us about Lord Luis's fucking...
Well met, eh?
God.
Then...
And here we go, I guess.
I'm just incredulous.
Hey, listen.
Hey, I beg your pardon, but you have business with me?
Unfamiliar families, you want to know something that's common sense? Ask an employee first. You disagree? Oh, no, I don't. Oh, that's...
I'm just...
What a character.
Hey, listen. Huh?
Or something. Go to the island. Buy the merchant's
Okay,
bazaar.
so...
Fair
Hey,
enough.
listen.
I'm just incredulous.
Proper races.
Hey. You see.
Not with me.
Then...
Oh, is it the guy who's also one of the candidates? I'm assuming.
Oi.
That's what it sounds like. Sounds like it could be that guy from earlier who's got the castle mask.
What is it?
Wonder if I could have been one of Lewis's men. Wonderful.
Young man! Young man!
Now what am I to do? Well
Whoa.
met, eh?
Check...
I can't believe this. He would have them all take what they please. This same atrocity all over again. Damn him. And damn his crown theocracy.
He's in quite a state. Though I can hardly blame him, with everyone ordered to ransack his homeland. For now, how to approach him?
They've really crossed the line.
Wait. You're not with the Sanctus Church. One of the few who aren't, it seems.
I don't know much about divine relics, but I know all too well what it's like to see your homeland threatened.
The divine relics are symbols of our faith. More than that, they are the soul of our culture, our history.
Followers of the old native beliefs worship idols that are known to conduct magic, which they call divine relics. But unlike the igniters of modern times, they are primitive in...
Oh, far from it. Divine relics aren't primitive in the least. That's just Sanctus propaganda. Really, it's the opposite. Most of these relics are powerful beyond belief, and igniters are just our crude imitations of them. If you'd ever seen one yourself, you'd know the difference. They don't call them divine for nothing. With powers like that, they might as well have come from the gods.
You're that songstress. Didn't expect to hear all this from you, after what you said for the crowd.
Well, a job's a job. But as I'm sure you're aware, pagans aren't the only ones oppressed by the church.
You really are well informed. And it sounds like you know something of oppression. Did you perhaps come from the Mage Academy?
Details, darling. I've seen abuse of powers before. and I'd rather not see it again.
The other candidates seem bent on taking relics by any means necessary. But you all seem different.
Yeah, we are chasing a relic, but we're going to do this the right way.
To be fair, we are looking for one. The only relic we know by name right now is Dracodios.
The Lance of the Dragon God. So that's why you came up to me. I suppose anyone would want our homeland's greatest treasure. The Lance is no secret we're trying to hide. Truly, I hope mainlanders come by the scores to see it. Our village is on an island in the World Tree's embrace, where the Dragon God sleeps. On a clear day, you can see it from this land.
An island across the ocean. You mean Virga Island, then? 'Tis a large island in the inland sea. Most of its inhabitants are Mustari, and it remains the only place in the land where sanctism has not taken root.
I'm not out to abolish sanctism myself. I just don't want everything we believe in to be destroyed.
So that's why you're in this race.
I thought I could change the world. And then I saw the truth. What a fool I was. I've not introduced myself yet, have I? My name is Edeni. Take my advice. Forget about Dracodios. We can't hand it over, and you'll never reach it anyway.
We don't intend to take it by force.
Even if you did, you'll not find any ships that sail there. And that's only the first obstacle in your way. Take my word. It's no place for an outsider. It's time I stopped chasing a fool's dream. I need to face reality. And if you're smart, you'll do the same.
Well,
Feel
sounds
that
like
guy.
Dracodios is on Virga Island somewhere. Is there really no ship passage there? This is the biggest port in the kingdom.
But you know the kingdom and their racism. They're probably just going like, oh, that island full of the pagans who don't believe in sanctism, they can go themselves type deal.
'Tis true. His words reminded me. Thanks to both sea currents and cultural tensions, the only merchant ships passing Virga Island embark from Montario.
But Montario's on the other side of the bloody sea. You can't seriously be suggesting we go there first and then loop back to Virga. We'd never make the deadline.
Then let's ballywell conquer this inland sea ourselves. Ha ha ha! Don't worry, chums. I'm on the job.
Oh, he's going to make our thing fly? Or just going to be sea?
You worried about Lady Juna? Actually asking this time, not just prodding.
Shut up.
Tell. You still don't trust them, do you?
How can I? We've only known them for a matter of days. Look, the whole Gladell mess. You really think they're innocent?
Then let's go with them, yeah? Me and you. You do whatever makes sense to you, Del. You know I'll follow wherever you go.
You never could keep your mouth shut, eh?
Oh, interesting. I mean, I'm not surprised.
What the?
Wait a second. You're not saying this thing can sail now?
Quite right. While you lot were hobnobbing at old Luis's soiree, I had his run all to myself. And believe you me, I got quite an eyeful. Came away full of ideas. After all, this old girl wasn't designed as a land runner alone. All about modular design, don't you know? Flexible jointage. So I did a bit of tinkering.
But why? We'd not even spoken of the island until moments ago.
Because why not?
Island, milady. Look at the map. What's our shortest route to Montario, eh? A straight shot through the inland sea.
Huh. The man has a point. That never dawned on me.
Besides, I've kept my ears open, what? Here there be monsters and all that rot. You'll need more than a ship for these waters. You'll need a proper sea runner.
Oh, right. Mirus, you weren't at the exhibition, so you wouldn't know. Forden already killed the big sea monster out there. It had a huge head.
Really? Don't tell me you're making the trip in that.
Why are you two here?
Bodyguard duty, Lady Juna. We're along for the ride, especially since you're bound for some remote wild island.
These poor newcomers are working so hard and you still can't trust them. Or is it me you don't trust?
We're here on Master Luis's orders. I'm sure I don't have to outline the pecking order there. Or do you have a problem with us being around?
Rather. We're running short on beds.
Oh, don't worry. Del doesn't take up as much space as me.
Oh, belt up. Besides, you really expect this rust bucket to survive a night at sea?
If you don't like it, leave. Nobody's forcing you to come.
Looks like we're crewmates then. Not unlike a sea voyage for a bit of fun, yeah?
This is a fine mess. Wasn't expecting them along. What do you think their angle is?
They probably still suspect us.
I agree. We definitely crossed a line with the whole Bladel incident.
Suppose that's that, eh? I'll do a last check on her amphibials, make sure she's shipshape. Give me a shout when you're ready.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with it. It's probably not gonna. It's not gonna be that bad, man. Just can't talk about certain things, and we'll be fine. You know.
Well met, eh? Well met, eh?
How's my items going actually? Before we go anywhere, that's probably something I should check up on. Lots of life-saving medicine. How's my revivals? Oh, that too. Okay, we're good then. Don't think we need too much more than that.
Ready to depart?
I'm good.
Virga Island is this spot right here. Wonder how many days away it is.
A few. Something up there, so I'm assuming our adventure is going to take us up here at some point, especially since that's already appeared. We will, I don't know when we'll pass that, and then assuming that thing's up here somewhere. Probably there, maybe. I don't know.
This place.
Oh.
Go around and across. Let them at least carry us off course. By my reckoning, it'll just take us 4 days and 3 nights, give or take. 3 nights at sea, huh? I hope Stroll can handle it. With Juna in her tooth and her 2 thorns in our side, tensions may be high. Well, nothing to do but move forward. Jolly good. Rest assured, I'll get us through these waves to Virga Island, gently as can be. There's a splash and the sound effect now, but not much changes with the actual visuals. I still love those transitions. Them transitions are so awesome.
Tis actually moving. A fine effort.
Was it ever in doubt? You're the master at the helm, my dear.
Virga Island, eh? Well, I can say it's wholly foreign to me.
'Tis a land within an archipelago where many Mustari live. I've heard their faith involves a special maiden of some kind.
How have they managed to avoid the church's influence? I doubt they've the manpower or arms to fend off the crown theocracy.
Probably because
There's
not worth
something
the
there
effort.
that could overturn history, as the Sanctists tell it. Something so damning they couldn't even afford their soldiers seeing it. So the rumors say, at least. Might just be a conspiracy theory.
That could be
As
interesting.
for this dragon god's lance, we shall need to negotiate.
If negotiations are even on the table.
Ugh, why all the fuss? Just kill them and take it.
Nothing else works, yeah? Keep it simple.
It's always kill, kill, kill with you two.
Hey, Lord Luis's orders. Don't need to tell you, do I?
Yet you'd impugn Count Luis's reputation with wanton massacre. Simple, was it?
Ugh, give it a rest. Are we there yet?
Hard to talk strategy with those two hanging around.
Yeah, well, we'll get there.
Ladies and gentlemen, feast your ears on this! The elder boy candidate seems to have crossed the channel to the island! On a gauntlet runner too!
Is he alright? They say the waters are clear amongst us now, but...
If he made it, that means my husband can go out fishing again, doesn't it?
I have to say, I expected at least one daredevil to try plowing straight through the inner sea, but I never thought it'd be that boy.
That's the same lad who exposed that lady from Martira, isn't it? He's not bad.
But Virga Island's infamous people. Treacherous! Even the Crown Theocracy struggled with them for years. So how will this shake out? The festivities have just begun.
Of course they already know.
The Gauntlet Runner takes to the water in its new form, setting out to the wide open sea. Their destination, Virga Island, an enigmatic foreign land that not even the long arm of Sanctism can reach. Not all present now would count themselves as allies. Will this prove difficult, or something else entirely?
You're speaking?
Yeah. Highest mate's got his fishing gear laid out on the deck. If you're keen on learning, ask him. Can't promise I'll stop if you slip overboard though, so be careful. Ha! Nice. So based on some very, very minimal knowledge I have, knowing that the bigger brother, younger brother, seemingly ends up in the party at some point, something must happen to him.
Seriously.
I was wondering what sort of rubbish excuse of a ship I'd find, but I got to admit, the insides are impressive, compared to the rest of it at least. Maybe the ship's not a total piece of crap. I thought I'd finally gotten used to the runner's motion, but waves are a whole new beast. Ugh. I'd rather not look pathetic in front of those two brothers, but I'm afraid there's no helping it now. Bum, 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 bum. Wow. That's some level of cool. There's more. Anyone hanging out down here? No. That sound effect. Oh, like what the sound effect was that, man? Perhaps they're just curious. Either way, certainly won't want him for our way island. Of course you are.
Speaking of.
This is some run your man's put together, full of weird things I've never seen before. Spend his off hours working on the runner too, doesn't he? Yep. I'm making the guess that we probably won't be able to do anything with talking lies or anyone because of shenanigans with the twins, the bros. Well, they're not twins. Why did I say twins? The brothers who are on the ship with us because they probably are. Yeah. But fair. We're crazy.
All right.
That's a lot of courage. Okay.
As the sun dips below the
We're just
horizon,
going to
and the
camp today? Good
stars
to know.
begin to reflect off the water's surface, the gauntlet runner reaches the shore. Lurking below the surface, in the black and fathomless deep, are the eager eyes of predatory hunters. But the party, safe inside their gauntlet runner, relaxes from the burdens of their voyage, gazing out over calm waters.
Bum ba da dum. Bum bum.
Plight.
Let's keep the emergency lights on just in case. Though, let's be honest, no run-of-the-mill monster could possibly capsize my sea runner.
Got it.
If you think I'm going to take my eyes off you just cause us past sundown, think again. Want to try something? Go ahead, see what happens. Count Louise won't be asking me to justify myself. We're clear. I admit I was half thinking this dinky little gauntlet runner was going to sink any second, but it did a decent job running today. And out of all the candidates runners, this one's pretty fast for what it is here. Not that I'd have set one foot on it without Lady Juna being here. You're crazy. Let's hang out with Juna.
Oh my.
And I'm just on the mood to sing it. Sure, it'd be nice to have someone to talk to. Sure, why not? Let's talk to Juna. So now we have to find the Mustari's tribe divine relic. Isn't that fabulous? Calling this an absurd demand would be an understatement, but I must admit, if we can't handle this, then Luis will never acknowledge us. We must absolutely succeed.
Yeah.
No, we can do it. Oh, of course. But don't forget, we're also relying on you to lead. You do better. You better do right by us. I sure will. Just happy to have this opportunity to fight alongside you. Living under Luis's foot was a lonely place to be, you know. I held my ground thus far, though, if I'm honest. I was scared the whole time. I had to talk myself into keeping a stiff upper lip, so to say. But being past that, I feel more hope than I ever have. I'm not alone anymore, and I have faith that we'll save the prince. Don't know if it was smart to be talking about that when we got Mr. Bro and Bro 2 over there. Staying up late's terrible for your skin. That's crazy. Oh.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, goodness.
This mugginess is my worst enemy. I don't mind the ocean, but being at sea makes my hair 10 times harder to manage.
Sure.
Exactly what you mean. Salty air makes so much worse. Hey, Hulkenberg, what do you do with your hair at sea?
Yes.
I find the sweat built up by swinging a weapon quickly relieves one of concern over such trifling matters. Speaking of, would you care to spar, Juna? Oh, I don't think so. I'm quite the wrong person for that. In fact, but I'll tell you what, if I find anyone to help comb out these knots, I'll see if I can find you a sparring partner. 2 days until we'll be able to search for that lance. They say the island is barbaric, but I wonder what it will really be like. Yeah, as expected, there is going to be no follower ranks available for the next little while. Because we got Bro 1 and Bro 2 following us about. Wait, have we got tuners yet? No, we haven't. So we don't even have the dancer available to us.
All right, then.
Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. Oh, they're playing a match. Figured you lot wouldn't be much use in a fight, but you're better than you look. Suppose you former knights are good for more than grandstanding and pretentious speeches.
Let's not.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, where's Juna at? Oh well. The Oceania entry. Oh. I assume there won't be more for now. Oh, what? I love these type of things. Just, hey, I got 59% of the collection already. Not bad. You can't see it though, because my face is hiding the collection number. Lol. Oh, there she is. Yeah. Got a pretty good kitchen here. Not as nice as Luis's, but I'm sure I can still get a halfway decent meal going. Yeah, I mean, this gauntlet is probably smaller than the... It is like so small compared to Luis's flipping thing, so I don't know why you keep comparing it to that, bud. I wonder if Juna will actually spot us watching this at any point. Reading this.
Now then.
Okay, 5 is the max by the looks of it.
Why, that's...
Because it goes up a little more.
Come look at this.
What have you found?
The gauntlet runner halts at a sandy hollow that suddenly arises from the sea. The towering seawall. It is not an island or a reef, but a mass of sand expanding below sea level. There is no sign of a water flow. There are many places in Oceania where the laws of nature fail, but here it is especially evident. The surface drops as though it were gouged out. Still, best not to be distracted by the spectacular. Monsters roam the deep, and tales of people being dragged below are not uncommon.
Ooh. That's cool. That's so cool. That's beautiful.
Incredible!
That is actually really cool imagery. Sea's been split in two and we're standing on the seafloor.
Well,
This is what Magla anomalies are capable of. It's the same principle that maintains the water sphere in Brailhaven, but by Jove, this is on a whole nother level entirely. Del, are you sure about all this? This water ain't about to come down on us, is it?
That...
Can I swim, Barcelo? Listen, mate, you best keep your nose out of places where it doesn't belong. Look, there's a fish swimming in the wall of water. I've never seen such a shiny fish.
Huh?
Hulkenberg, what are you doing?
Enough.
You're not thinking of spearfishing through this seawall, are you? I was merely considering how I would secure today's allotment of rations. She'd eat these weird-looking fish without a second thought. I suspect that weird luminescence is a defense mechanism. They gather together in the depths and shine to ward off predators. So weaklings that they are, they traveled together in a group. Who does it remind you of? Must you sling barbs at every opportunity? It's exhausting. Besides, it's only natural for those low on the food train to seek advantages to compensate for their weakness. I say, those shining scales would work as excellent dyes. Hulkenberg, me girl, be sure to catch them extra. I'll need a few specimens to dissect. As you wish, I shall catch enough that we all shall dine well. I would rather you didn't. The supplies we receive in town were more than meets our needs. Besides, the sky looks ominous. A storm likely approaches.
I see.
I see. If that's the consensus, let us head back. I feel not at the least bit of regret, I assure you.
Let's go.
He's got a point. The Seawall might even collapse in the rain. I'd rather not stay to find out.
All right.
Hey, look, more wisdom. Bun the bun. Here you go, lad. Drawing a seawall. I made sure that the glowing fish was depicted as true as life as my hand allows. Cool beans, cool beans.
Sparkling in the setting sun begins to lose the light shimmer. The gauntlet runner reaches the calm surface of the reef. Yet the day draws to an end, and all are left to wonder how to spend the evening hours.
Man, it's 4 degrees cooler than the day.
What terrible rain. It will be a storm soon enough. Can this vessel withstand it?
It's doing better than me, at least. Suppose we do owe Forden, if only because he handled that sea monster. Closure, etc.
Did we hit a rock out there or something? Back in a mo. I'll go sneak a look outside.
Those fool brothers are still abed, even in this tempest. Bloody Parapus. Almost makes one envy them.
Right, I heard. You aren't too fond of the Parapus. They both had horrible upbringings, those two. But they really do have kind hearts behind the glares. They've risked their lives for mine countless times. One time, I asked what I could do to repay them, and they came over all red-faced. We'd like to hear you sing, Lady Juna. Your voice is awful pretty, Lady Juna.
Is this a joke to you? You think an outcast Ujeef is in no position to speak ill of the Paripus?
What? No, I didn't mean...
Bloody hell, how does anyone sleep on this old bucket? You feel that shaking earlier? Huh? Could cut the air in here with a knife. What were you two on about?
Everyone's life stories, I suppose.
Indeed. Talking about how I dislike the Paripus.
You and the rest of the world. Or do you think you're special?
We don't have to keep dancing around it, do we, Del? Why can't we be straight with them? Just come out with it, yeah? Tell him you still ain't sure that stuff with Glottel was on the level.
If even we're suspicious, there's no way Lord Luis hasn't worked it out already. Not that it matters to me, anyway. Still, I had to make sure, see for myself whether Lady Juna is on our side or not.
Come on, you two.
Something's out there! Look outside! It's a monster! A great briny beast! Everyone to the deck, quick!
Oh, fun. Fun. Ooh, wee.
What's happening?
Our prep.
Head to the deck once you're prepared. Okay, at least it gives me a moment to think about this. Oh.
Run if you want. but you can't escape my
Actually,
aim.
I should probably max out.
In
Work
the
on the
name
warrior.
of justice.
This should be fine.
No way!
Oh. Seriously.
You having a laugh?
Yeah.
Oh, come.
Yeah. Oh, cutscene! Forward in, you lying bastard.
The hell are you doing? This is supposed to be you helping those in need. Right, tell!
Now! Hurry!
You alright, Del? You realize this changes nothing. We're still...
We're still up shit creek.
Is that a human?
Don't charge straight at it. We've got the arms. We'll clear them out of the way.
Got it. If we don't kill the thing, we're all sunk.
Don't get used to it.
Yeah! Come on over there!
Now's our chance!
Bum ba dum bum ba ba. Of course, Fordham was a lying sack of shit. I caught the big sea squid that was causing everyone problems. Really, buddy? It's right in there.
I don't know about you, but I'm not dying today. Let's get this over with.
If this keeps up, the runner's wrecked! Can we get those giant legs off us?
Oh, we can change party in the middle of battle. Nice. That's good.
This is just what I need!
Yeah, well, Burn seems a bit silly.
Pugilist! Here's through!
I call upon royal power within!
Oh, that's beautiful. I don't know if you're going to be a splashy attacker. So, we'll just do this now.
Don't underestimate me. Please, after you.
Drop the defense more. Okay, single target. Nice.
Warrior! I'll cut you down!
Observe the enemy. For all that we strive for!
I'll give you the performance of a lifetime.
So I think you'll stay on healing duty for now. Well, I don't know what else to expect from our friend.
Only a flesh wound.
Because it's clear that he doesn't, at least right now, he's not doing anything that directly goes at Heikenberg's weaknesses, so I need to take full advantage of that. Nope.
I knew you'd help. Help. No.
Didn't mean to do that.
This'll
Oh,
do it.
you gonna have to do that?
I call upon royal power within!
Is everyone all right? With blade in hand! Is that all?
I'll give you the performance.
I make sure that she always heals Hulkenberg unless we're in desperate situation with with the pro tag. Okay, that is an interesting attack.
If we can take out some legs,
That'll mean less attacks to deal with, right?
Okay, I'll see what Stroll can do with the legs.
Right on target. I stand magic knight. This won't do. Into the fray. Oh, power of heroes. No. To safer ground. Let justice prevail. I stand waiting.
I've got just the dance for you. You might say it's to die for. This should be good.
That helped.
I owe you.
Was nicht.
You keep slamming it on the face.
I've no holding back. Tougher than I thought.
Okay, almost, but it's okay.
Oh, you've done
Everyone
it.
okay? You gotta heal up. You're all hurt bad. Can anyone get on healing duty?
That is a definition of not good. How many of these do I have? Not enough! Whoa!
Just the thing.
Juna got
I
hit with a
can't
malady.
handle feeling
Her
sick.
abilities are way down.
Watch me! Maybe not.
Not great, not great, not great. Not bad, but not great.
Seems like a waste. I'll go with this.
I think this is a simple...
Stroll can't
I'll
take
not
any
give
more.
it.
Pugilist! Someone heal him!
Come on!
I think I'm losing a few people this turn.
We're in trouble with him weakened.
I call upon royal power within.
Take out a leg.
Retracted! That should make things a little easier on us.
That's good.
We've got seven people knocked out.
Disappointing
Gotta
ending.
get back on track, or this'll get ugly.
Could be worse, honestly. Could be way worse.
From our provisions.
Shoot back up.
Time for my grand comeback! Can anyone get him back on his feet?
Be a waste to let
I
this
believe
sit.
I'm losing Matt this
Live to
round,
see another day.
unfortunately, because I don't have...
Get her some healing!
My limbs feel heavy.
Okay. That's...
You're all hurt bad. Can anyone
You
get
gotta
on
reach.
healing
Come
duty?
forth, royal soul.
I unfortunately can't do too much about the two with Malay with
Juno,
that.
are you
Worn
okay?
out.
You look like you're about to drop.
I shall vanquish evil.
Juna got
I've
hit with a
sworn
malady.
oath of
Her
knighthood.
abilities are way down.
This should help.
Can't heal her.
Stroll's
I
been hit
can't
with a
handle
sickness.
feeling sick.
We're
This
in
might
trouble
be a good
with him
strategy.
weakened.
I'll pass it on because we need to keep your defense in the neg.
Nice hit.
The heavy
That
neg.
was perfect.
Arella,
You gotta be up.
What the fuck? What are you doing, PC? What the actual Windows 11 is this nonsense? Randomly disconnecting all of my USB shenanigans. What the hell?
Someone get him back on his feet. The captain's down. Someone help him back up.
Only a flesh wound.
Come on, not like this. Someone help, please.
Just the
This
thing.
is not good.
Still fight.
Ah, it sprouted more legs. Captain hurt bad. Let's get him some healing.
I feel sick.
That's bad.
Come on, not like this.
Vitus
Someone
power.
help, please.
You better be sure. Let's try this.
Juna's down.
I call upon
Someone,
royal
quick,
power
get her
within.
back on her feet.
I think I failed this one, if I'm honest. Yeah.
Where it ends.
I see. In the end, a dream.
What's happening?
Our prep.
Okay,
What now?
so... Sniper actually might be useful
Run if
here.
you want, but you can't escape my aim.
You had healer, didn't you? What's the details in healer? You do have Patra. Okay. So we want to... I will actually get you to inherent. Patra.
Alright.
Anything else we can get you to inherit that's useful here?
All right.
I'll give you that too. That actually might be useful. And then I'll quickly go to the toilet. I need to figure out what the fuck's causing that problem. Because that's two nights in a row where I'm streaming, and randomly it disconnects every single USB device that I have connected. Everything. My microphone, my camera, or my keyboard, my mouse, my Steam Decks. The Bluetooth stuff. I have Task Manager open to see if anything pops up in there, and I'll look back at it if anything happens again. It's really frustrating. Or it might be something to do with the aircon, even though the aircon's on its own separate thing now. I'll have to see what the fuck that means. But then I didn't use the aircon last night then, so that doesn't make sense. Don't care for the cutscene.
We'll slice up some more of the bastard's legs. I don't know about you.
If this keeps up, the runner's wrecked. Can we get those giant
Nice.
legs off us?
No holding back. Run them through.
Right on target. Nice one, This'll be over soon. I call upon a royal soul.
I think I'll give that to Stroll just so the splash is so much more.
Pugilist.
By the swamp. To the rear guard!
Jump back. Same as before. Draw attention.
I stand waiting.
Run if you... Are you prepared? Pierce.
More criticals.
Don't watch me.
Not Juna. Oh god.
Only a flesh wound.
Someone heal her.
If we can take out some legs, that'll mean less attacks to deal with, right? Hulkenberg's in bad shape. She needs
It's
help.
not over yet. This should help.
Run if you want, Snipe. Run them through.
Right on her. Nice one, Stroll.
Got some
This will be
crits.
over soon enough.
Always good to get some crits.
Be a waste to let this sit.
That helped. My thanks.
Thank you.
Come forth, royal soul.
Oh, that's great.
Come.
Okay, draw attention
Strike
to
me if you
Hulkenberg
dare.
again.
Run! I shall vanquish evil.
This should take out some legs this time around. No, you missed end crit.
To make things a little easier on us.
Your turn.
I don't know how to feel about the miss end crit.
Nice dodge, Hulkenberg. Like poetry in motion.
With blade in hand. Is that
Attention
all?
drawing again.
Now, what? Pierce! Right on target!
I'll give you the performance of a lifetime.
No, we want life saving
Let's
for
get
Matt.
some use out of this.
Thanks. Pugilist! Strike!
Nice hit.
I stand ready. Into the fray. Come. This one. I'm stepping back with blade in hand.
I shall fuck Snipe. Perhaps not. Gotcha!
Not good.
I feel sick.
Yeah.
The captain's sickened. His abilities are down, and healing magic can't help him.
Can't let it go unused.
That helped.
Come
Luna got hit
forth,
with a
royal
malady.
soul!
Her abilities are way down. Stroll's been hit
Observe
with a
all
sickness.
power of
We're in trouble
heroes.
with him
I
weakened.
will protect you.
Helpful as ever. Snipe. Run them through!
Juna got hit with a malady. Her abilities are way
I
down.
call upon a royal soul. Let's keep cool.
Thanks. Pugilist! Come on!
Is everyone all right?
We're
Charging
close.
in. Come. I'll run you through.
Nice. That went so much smoother this time around.
A halfway decent result.
That's awesome.
I shall rise to the...
I shall strive to use this power wisely.
Even I had more to learn.
Tremble before me.
I love that additional giggle. Because I was already slightly laughing at the voice line. Then just the giggle afterwards is just like, that's crazy. Oh, God.
We overcame it somehow.
I can't believe this. There are still monsters out here. Forden lied. He lied to everybody.
Either he lied, or he didn't know.
Oh, come on.
Maybe the humans are spreading faster than anyone expected.
Oh, first time we've seen you lot really cut loose. That sure was magic, even with no igniters. Guess that's the kind of power that kills humans. And you can do it too, Lady Juna.
Well, I picked it up from him. You know I've a knack for improvising, love. But we'd never have gotten through this without you two helping us. Thank you.
Of course, my lady.
Is more the ego or ego of this
Don't
game?
mention it.
Yeah,
Wouldn't have
basically.
survived otherwise.
Wait, something's amiss. I still hear water flowing, but it's coming from inside the runner.
Blast! We're tipping awfully low. Getting a bit soggy in here, chums.
Hold on, we're sinking. You've got to be kidding.
Down the water. You two.
What? You can't just order us. Oh, you bloody rust bucket.
Oh, I love this. I love how this game can really well go from the seriousness of what this is to
Time
just
marches
like,
on.
now,
The age of a new king.
have
draws
fun.
near.
Here's something stupid. That was a long day yesterday, huh? I'm glad we lived to see another morning. I'm very happy we survived and still afloat, but after bailing all that water out, 'twas would seem my poor back was a casualty of the incident. You really came through in a pinch, I must say. It's all thanks to you that my dear girl was well and safe. We must repay those old bones of yours for their sterling service.
You're right.
Too true. Maybe a day off would be good, would get those brothers to lighten up a bit too. How about it, darlings? Let's take a day just to relax and watch the ocean. Sounds like we're moving.
Come on.
Okay, who can I talk to with this? It's our boy.
Sam.
You really fixed a hole in the runner? Thought we were sunk for there for sure. Yeah, how long have you been there for? Well, whatever. Good thing we managed to pull things off yesterday, huh? Juna, Dell. Anyone on the back deck? No one on the back deck. I mean, the back deck's like tiny as hell. Anyone hiding out down here? Hey, look, it's more. Those two constant bitching, I swear. It's the heart. You got anything more for us in here? Not yet. Ew. Ew. Up we go. There's Stroll, there's Hulkenberg. You know what? I'm interested in Dell.
What do you want?
And Fidelio. Try and guard Junior here. Nice, bloody well. If you got something to do, say it out with it. I'm trying. Fine. Only for a bit. Not like you'd shut up about it if I said no.
What do you want?
So, what do you even want? If you're trying to get closer to me, you're wasting your time. Why is that? You're an open book, mate. You just want to win us over. Well, fine. Suppose I could use this opportunity to... See, I got one warning for you.
A word of warning.
You try anything funny with Lady Juna, I'll make you regret being born. Seems like Fidelio doesn't trust me at all. I'd remember that if I were you. Is his are their loyalties more to Lady Juna than Lord Luis? This could be interesting, actually. You done talking? What, do you think I was going to thank you for yesterday?
No.
Not at all. Hardly makes a difference if I live or die anyway.
Seriously.
Well, it's true that you end up being the one to save Lady Joanna and protect Barcelo. For that, at least, thank you.
Well?
No matter what your agenda is.
Then...
You really don't trust me, do you? Of course I don't. That's how I got far in this world. Especially while looking out for our Bazio, the Duns. Everything's a threat. Well, adept's adept. Think what you want about me, but I've got my own code. I'll return the favor before long. They're Sims.
Leave.
But don't get it twisted, yeah? This is the end of this conversation. I'm not out here to stand around shouting with the likes of you. Ah, shite. Losing my damn mind out here. Whatever. Here. Now bugger off. What the fuck did you just give me? Saw a papyrus peddler in Brawlhaven selling souvenirs. Brought this one on a whim. Gave me this whole story about how it sounds, wards off evil. I'm not planning on dying out here with you idiots. It's just for peace of mind, but it's better than nothing. We'll be at encampment soon, and while I have your ear, your ship rocks like a bucket in a storm.
Got it.
Tell that clumsy driver of yours, if he doesn't shape up, I'll throw him over the board and sail it myself. And I'm dead serious, like. Oh, man. Love him.
As the clear surface gives way to the glassy ink of darkness, the gauntlet runner reaches a remote island. The party gets a good night's rest, grateful for the still land that does not sway them at its whims.
Woo. Still land. They be simps, but make some form of sense.
What to pick?
So our arrivals tomorrow. Ooh, we're finally done spending our nights at sea. Then why are we still rocking? If we're not at sea, what? But we are at sea. We're still... I thought we were on a remote island game. What is this? We'll be hitting Virga Island tomorrow, yeah? You say you want to be useful to Count Luis, and you better put in the work. And remember, we'll be watching.
It's time.
Oh, you want to know beforehand? Never mind.
That's right.
I didn't mean to hit that one. I wanted never mind. The inside of the runner reminds me strangely of the Guardians of the Galaxy ship. Huh. Never even thought about that. But I do see it. Always in the kitchen, are you, buddy?
Come on.
Don't much like to see at night. There's no knowing which ways the waves are coming from. And when I think about accidentally falling in... Don't think too hard about it, my guy. And you won't have problems. Do not read. Yeah, I'm going to finish reading it. Sorry. I wonder, will she catch us reading this book? I'm really curious. A woman embracing the entire world, smiling. Is it supposed to represent something? So I see that artistic expression is a serious business for Juno.
Alright.
Hey, look at that courage. Some courage before tea. Want some courage in your tea? Kinda hope she does. With that, I finished the book. I feel like my understanding of the world has deepened.
Alright.
Well, courage for my tea. So close, so close. She didn't?
Time marches on, and the age
of
a new king draws nearer.
Now we wait to find the next book before we continue reading more things. Early morning. Ooh.
Luis has sent an emissary to Virga Island.
Oh.
As reported by a crier, it's the elder boy who brought Joanna to the judging.
So he stands with Luis then. No doubt he seeks Dracodius.
A gambit to steal the public's gaze, perhaps. Taking a prize from the only land beyond the church's reach.
I don't really side with Louise. It's just more we're doing it for now because it works. But we're kind of our own thing.
Laughable. The reason we leave those barbarians alone is that we've nothing to gain from them. Your Eminence?
Merely a passing thought.
Let him chase the lance. It changes nothing. With the dawn of Saints' Day, your Eminence's authority will be unshakable as the mountains.
It shows how much, how far up his ass you currently are, because anyone with half a wit about them would be like, this is a very interesting gamble to go steal relics from other people effectively. That's going to piss those people right off, and they're immediately not going to side with the church in any way, shape, or form, and they're going to direct their hopes into whom is not affiliated with the church. So this could so much backfire, it's not even funny.
As long as we tell the public that these divine relics truly originated in Sanctism, yes, that should do. The candidates gathered at the Saints' Day Festival will be under the protection of the King's magic. Some of them may use that as a shield to sow violence and discord.
I am aware, Your Eminence. Please, leave everything to your humble servant.
You can go suck some ass.
Oh-ho!
And so our long sojourn at sea will come to an end today. We should arrive around noontime, and we must make preparations to berth beforehand. Seems like the weather will be hot and humid. I like to hope we can just pop in, grab the lance, and pop back out. Nah, I'd be lying if I said I didn't wish the same, but we best prepare for a long stay. This island is infamously insular and closed off. Our welcome will not be a warm one. Maybe I should take a nice cold shower before we arrive. We don't even know if there will be real ends for us to stay in.
Narrowly escaping the threat of the sea monster, the party
Narrowly escaping? Psh, that was quick work. We'll ignore the fact that I failed once.
Virga is a word given to the island by the mainland, meaning uncivilized. But its inhabitants give this name no purchase. Put another way, we are trespassers from a country that has unilaterally regarded the islanders as heretics. To forget this is to invite pointless conflict, as though it knows it is unwelcome. The gauntlet runner glides silently onto the island's less
What?
populated rear.
Oh, it's in the live chat, it's just not in the top chat. YouTube's YouTube for some reason. That Baldy's got a punchable face. That could... Wow, YouTube. Nice censorship, I suppose. I do forget to switch to live chat rather than top chat, because top chat's not gonna get everything for some dumb reason. Anyway, that's better. Early morning. 41 degrees. Nice. I can say ass, but I can't say dumb.
It's
Yeah, I
enough
know.
to cook a man alive.
Ugh. All my ear fur is stuck together.
Worse. Worse.
Do we really have to go this way? There was a beautiful beach just over there.
Chin up now, milady. Easy to get a good backstab when you're coming up behind them, see?
There will be no stabbing, back or otherwise.
Honestly. It's at least true that coming at them head-on would only alarm them. First, we need to find out where this lance is.
You can bet the runner won't be spotted here, eh? Got the wide ocean on all sides. The old girl's not exactly unscathed from the beastie's clutches, so I'll stay back for a spot of repairs. Good luck on the lance hunt, what?
Who's there? Are you from the outside?
What's wrong?
I thought I heard a voice.
A voice? Whose?
All that salt air gets to your head. Our chances out here already aren't looking too good.
So, how do we find this lance?
Ideally, we blend in with the locals, gather information. But if they really are all Mustari, that might be a bit tricky. Let's see. To start with, we could try staying hidden and observing the village from afar.
Sounds like a right hassle. How many days would you have us playing hide and seek?
Fair point. How long can we actually stay on this island?
Well, given the deadline for arriving in Altabury, it would be best to get the lance and leave by September the 5th.
The sooner we're out of here, the better. Let's go.
We'll see how this goes, eh?
Hey, does this place look familiar to you?
We may be a bit lost.
You're kidding! We can't afford to get lost on some godforsaken island! This is a disaster! Oh, I'm sweating through my outfit! And these bugs. I've had enough!
What I give for a snack and a cold tub to dunk me head in.
Need you voice every little complaint.
You are not the only ones enduring this trek.
Quiet a moment. Running water nearby. Sounds like an open space. Could be a natural spring of some kind.
What? Really? Let's head that way.
Phew. I suppose we might as well if we're lost.
Whoa! It's drinkable. Much clearer than the capital's water, too.
Don't jump in.
Oh, brilliant. I could use a dip to get the salt off me.
It could be deemed as disrespectful.
Who are you? Can you hear me? Then surely you must be a messenger of the Dragon God.
Is something amiss?
I'm imagining things.
Could it be a villager?
You must be the...
Priestess!
Hey, Del. Let's go.
Mainlanders! You're not of this island!
Wait, listen!
Seize them!
We're fun times. Love it. New waifu spotted. Pissed in the pool. I know it. God damn.
Behave yourselves. Now, you're a candidate for the throne, are you not? He had to steal Dracodios, no doubt. And not content with that, you befouled the priestess's cleansing pool. We need hear nothing further. You shall all be executed.
Fastest trial I've had.
Calm down. First off, you can't kill a candidate. Have you not heard of the king's magic?
You beg for your life in vain, wretch.
Hail, I'm told the priestess is ready.
Accept your fate. You're not getting out either way.
This could be interesting.
What do we do now?
It seems the brothers have fled. Perhaps they've gone to report to Neurus.
I doubt it. Those thugs are here for the lance alone. They care nothing for us.
No, they care about
work with
Juna.
that. Can't return without the lance anyway. But I'd rather see if we can break ourselves out instead of counting on them to save us.
Look. They might be here for the lance, but they also are deeply simpy towards Juna. So yeah.
By the way, anyone else find it strange that they recognized a candidate at a glance? I wasn't expecting news to travel this far.
Probably my fault, I'm afraid. They had a lot of questions, and they weren't gentle about asking.
Is that the crier?
Well, fancy.
Oh fuck.
You're that Sanctus crier.
I was hoping the word of the Crown Theocracy might be worth something here.
No,
Turns out, They
buddy.
prefer chains, the questions.
But why are you here?
Why else? I heard some helpless, boneheaded twit of a candidate crossed the waters to Virga Island, so I naturally had to follow. I'd thought stowing away on that Mustari candidate ship might get me safely on the island, and, well...
And now who's the helpless twit? This is ridiculous. Why would a crier go to such lengths anyway?
Seemed as good an opportunity as any. I wanted a peek behind the Sanctus curtain, see what the truth really is. For now, we may as well be patient. You'll have your opening soon enough. The people here, well, you'll find they aren't as monolithic as they'd like.
This could be interesting. I'm really interested in the story because that priest person looks like... I hate how every time I go look for thumbnails, stuff to put on the previous streams, I always see some accidental slight spoilers. I already know who the other two party members are probably look like, which sucks to some degree.
Have you heard? The Sanctus Church has ordered its adherents to seize all divine relics.
Those zealots go too far. Surely this must be the reason for the Dragon God's wrath.
Don't be alarmed, everyone. Please remain calm. Master Adeni, there are trespassers upon our island, from ships other than the trade vessels. But we have already captured them. Reportedly, one is a candidate, and one is a crier from the Sanctus Church. They seek Dracodios, the lance of the Dragon God. Until now, the Church has hesitated to intrude in our homeland. We can only assume they are making their move.
I knew it. They think they're untouchable. No offense is beneath them.
Accidental.
Damn
Whoops.
Thornton. He's not just after our relics. He would
It mostly
silence
was.
us
Also,
forever.
it doesn't help that the Steam trading cards for this game kind of gives it away a bit too.
Master Adeni, put them to death! Let us see justice served!
Wait. Our captives have done nothing to hurt any of the islanders.
Why do you hesitate? If they would pervert our dearest beliefs, then they deserve only to be sacrificed. Our livestock are all maddened by disease, our seas are infested with grotesque horrors, and now even our fields lie dead and fallow. The dragon god must be appeased, else we shall never survive his wrath.
God.
It has been our way since time immemorial. When disaster strikes, we offer a sacrifice to the dragon god that he might ease our woes. It is the most basic of our teachings.
Everyone calm down. All this talk of justice, of sacrifice.
Master Adeni, would you see us repeat the tragedy of the past? With all respect, you abandoned your chase for the throne. You returned to your rightful home. Surely you have accepted that our traditions are the only way. Because of your indecision. Because you faltered in your faith to the dragon god. Your father and mother both.
Oh, what cunts. Oh, I can't say that word on you. I can say that, but YouTube just doesn't like it that much. But this channel isn't monetized anyway. Whoops. I'm Australian, it doesn't matter. But what assholes. But also very typical.
Master Adeni, please. The sacrifice. We cannot simply suffer in silence.
Mead
My brother,
Bulunga.
do not fear. I have just purified myself for the spring. I'm ready to serve as our people's sacrifice.
Yufa.
I am a priestess. I have known from birth that my life's greatest impact would be as an offering to the dragon god. Indeed, it brings me great pride. I can serve my village in a way the priestesses in times of peace could not. If our island might be saved, I will gladly give my life for it.
Oh, bless you, Priestess Yufa. We will not forget your sacrifice.
This will surely appease the dragon
God
god.
damn.
You are our last hope. Priestess Yufa, our salvation, our future.
Prepare the ship. I will accompany her to the altar in the Dragon Temple, where Dracodios rests.
Interesting. That's unbelievable to sacrifice people. Yeah, but that's also just what some cultures and religions believed in past.
You catch that? The Dragon Temple. Sounds like that's where we'll find our lance.
I did a bit of reading on Virga Island once. Army reports say it's surrounded by an archipelago, otherwise uninhabited. And one of them islands is nothing but a massive
Is it the
temple.
one up
Not
north?
a soul on them. Strange lot, these pagans. Gotta be bloody stupid to build your big important temple out where nobody can get to it.
Could be. Or maybe they weren't the ones who built it. Either way, we'll need a ship.
Sounds like we better hurry and bail our new crewmates out. All this stink in the square probably means less guards on duty.
Ugh.
Come on, Del, we can't leave him high and dry. The fair lady Juna likes him, don't she?
And the fair lady's the only one we have to rescue.
Yeah, but she won't be happy.
Not getting attached now, are you? You knew going in they might be our traitors. Look, you want to work together, then let me do the thinking, right? I've got all this under control. Ugh.
Hey, Del, you're not still hurting from the sea battle, are you?
I'm fine. We'll wait till nightfall. Shadowy business, all this.
Uh-huh.
Lady Juna. Let's get those bindings off. Easy does it now.
Is he a pig or a dog? Papyrus, so dogs. Most
Calm
likely.
down, you amateurs.
Thanks. I'd hoped you'd come back for us.
We know where the lance is. Let's move.
Wait, aren't you going to untie the others?
We're your bodyguards, not theirs.
What? Since when do you follow orders to the letter?
I've already told you we can't trust these people, and now it's clear we can't even trust them to protect you.
He did a fine enough job saving your life out at sea.
Del!
He's one of us now. Lord Luis gave him direct personal orders, and you still leave him to die. I promised Lord Luis I'd keep an eye on him too. If you get him killed, I'm the one who's failed.
Hear, hear. 3 appropriately stealthy cheers for cooperation.
Oh my fucking...
And I'd be
Shut
very
it,
much
Cryer!
obliged. Some generous spirit could get me untied too.
Ugh. Better to let a church leech rot. You're annoying, and you talk too much.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Funny thing, though, I get more chatty the more distress I'm in, and I'm quite beside myself here.
We could just shut him up.
Oh,
permanently.
no, we
No,
don't.
Del. We don't want to leave a mess. If things get dicey, we've got some meat shields at the least, eh? Gonna need all the manpower we can get if we want that lance.
Is the lance somewhere dangerous?
Well, about that. Turns out this dragon god might be a bit more real than we thought. And more bent out of shape.
They're sacrificing some village lass to it, and the crowd was scared stiff besides. We can't rule out that this dragon's more than a folktale.
So we're to face a dragon? Well, that's just lovely. Untie everyone this instant. Or do you fancy better chances with fewer swords?
Oh, fine, I get it. Just give me a second. Oi, kid. Don't make me regret this.
Count on it.
Cheeky one, aren't you? Just don't get yourself killed, pup. Fine, just get over here and I'll let you loose. Oh, you're going last.
I'll make sure you do. That's such a like. You really want to piss them off more?
Considering the size of the island, there's only the one settlement. The chief's young, too, goes by Edeni or something.
Edeni? Was he not the Mustari candidate we met before? I'd no idea he was this island's ruler.
Whoa.
He and the sacrificial maiden are headed for the temple on one of the deserted islands. That's where we find the lance. Oh, and the girl marked for death is his sister.
His own sister?
Something about appeasing the dragon god's anger.
They're very
All these
rage-inducing.
islanders worship it, and they say the calamities come from its fury.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Course not. Just don't know whether all this superstition is rooted around an actual dragon or a made-up one.
Fair point. I'm curious about this Draco Dios being a divine relic myself. If it was found in that temple, then the temple's probably an ancient ruin. Might be the perfect den for a dragon.
Should this creature exist, mortal sacrifice is beyond all reason. No torment is worth taking an innocent life for.
Yeah,
Oh,
well.
that's rich from a fallen knight. You think nobody makes sacrifices out there in the real world? Or is all that below you, eh? You ask me, I say at least these people are doing what needs to be done.
Fair enough. Though it would seem beyond the pale, it is not our scale of morality that measures them.
Yet I refuse to stand idly by while innocent lives are at stake.
Who cares about what they do with their lives? We're here for the lance. Got enough problems without you trying to fix theirs.
These people offer up their very lives for peace. They'd only ever told me these lands were wild and uncivilized, but it's like seeing sanctism reflected in a mirror. We'll get the spear, of course, but we won't let anyone die. That should be good enough. We've been saying it since the beginning. We help anyone in need, no exceptions. Right, my friend?
Of course.
Of course.
That settles it.
Indeed. 'Tis the path we've chosen. Let us withdraw to the Sea Runner first. It shall bear us across the waters to this temple island.
Go on.
Right, my
Give them a
boyfriend.
chance.
Please, help my sister.
Wait, he's...
Please help. My sister Yufa. The temple full of Makla.
Pull yourself together, man. He's barely breathing.
Did he just say Magla? I wonder what happened.
We need to get him to the Gauntlet Runner. No, 'tis too deep a wound for its capabilities. To the village, then.
What, are you mad? You just broke yourselves out of that damned place.
We cannot leave him to die.
I don't understand you lot.
No, this could work out for us. He's the island's chief, right? If we save his life, the whole village might come around on us.
What are you talking about? We already know where the lance is. All we have to do now is take it.
And how about this? I'll follow him because I'm assigned to keep an eye on him. And you have to keep an eye on me because you're my bodyguards, right?
Fine. Be my guest. But if it comes down to you or the lance, you know I'll have to take the lance.
The simpiness keeps going.
Whatever happens, I can't trust anyone but my family. And my Lord Luis.
Well, Batlin, looks like you'll have to repay the favor a bit earlier than expected. Go tell Neurus what's going on. To be honest, it's possible we won't make it back.
Getting a bit messy, this. Not that I mind. Consider the favor returned. The Gauntlet Runner's just further down, right?
Right. We'll carry this man back to the village. Give me a hand.
This could be interesting.
Where am I?
Chief!
I'm still alive.
You're in one of my spare rooms at the inn.
You see, these people brought you here.
Wonders never cease. It's you. But you were being hunted. How did you manage to return safely?
2 of my companions acted as decoys to draw the soldiers away. That was all it took for us to sneak in.
Chief, what happened? Where is your sister?
We made it to the temple, but the air was thick with magla. Some of the island's beasts have turned feral.
You mean the melancholia set in?
They made short work of our guards. Yufa and I were separated. I was the only one who fled to the sea.
My word. Then we need to gather more troops. If we don't act, the ritual...
No. Our soldiers cannot stand against those horrors. We'd only be sending more to their deaths.
But...
Then we can do the honors. We've our own reasons to see the lance. And such monsters do not frighten us. But there's something I need to ask you first. Assuming we find your sister, what would you have us do with her? Are we ensuring you complete the sacrificial ritual? Or are we bringing her back?
Please, bring her home. When we left for the Temple Island, I'd intended to let Yufa escape. But when I saw no fear or hesitation in her eyes, I faltered. That's when I realized. It's not just the fate of the island that we've placed on her shoulders. She's been trying to bear all our fears and anxieties. Her life is in your hands. Even if her sacrifice would save us, I don't care. Please, save her from the curse we've placed on her.
Well said. Spoken like a true leader. Leave it to us. I pledge we will see her safely returned. You've no objections, I trust, Captain?
Yes. Let's get her back.
Right. We're not in the business of abandoning people.
Right. We'll save your sister. In return, though, would you be willing to lend us Dracodios?
So be it.
What? That is the very symbol of our faith!
If they've the strength to overcome the Temple's trials, then they could have already taken the lance for themselves. Yet still they seek permission. I trust them. It seems like they really do believe in what they say.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where if we're going to go to the temple regardless, and we're going to be going into a den of death, and we come back, you can make sure as shit that there's a very high chance that we could just take the lance with us and not give 2/10 of a damn on what you think. But we're still asking.
But
this deals with a lot of racism. Yeah.
They're outsiders.
It doesn't matter what tribe they are. They are people just like us. If the race on the mainland taught me anything, it's that.
Wait, it'll take more than a day to save her, right? Not to be morbid, but will your sister survive that long?
She knows those halls better than I do. If she's found a safe enough chamber, she can stay out of sight. And I made sure to bring food to the temple when we left. She could survive for even 4 weeks. Yufa is a priestess. She knows her life is too valuable to the ritual not to keep going. Your offenses will be pardoned. Anything you need, I'll try to provide. So please, save Yufa.
Well, Glad we talked our way out of being thrown back in a cell. This place is rather cozy, especially compared to a prison.
To be free of the bugs is its own comfort.
Wait, weren't you staying in Brylehaven? What kind of rundown hovels do you board in?
Finally, we may come and go as we please. Even if we must bow to Luis's whim, we need not draw the same ire.
I know, right? But lifting the prince's curse will only be the beginning. The public has to recognize him as the rightful king too.
Considering the road ahead, it might do to help as many people as we can while we hunt the Lance. And ideally, keep the other candidates in check too.
All done with negotiations, are you?
I don't know what we'd do without you. It's amazing how you can lead those guards on such a long chase and turn up none the worse for wear.
No one alive can catch a couple of platypus lads in the woods.
Our job's to get the Lance. I assume that hasn't changed? Then nothing else matters.
Well then, let's lay out our situation. Our destination is the Dragon Temple, built on a nearby deserted island. Once there, we search the temple for the divine relic, Dracodios. And while we're in there, we'll also be looking for the village priestess, Yufa.
The hell we will. I thought we made it clear we were here for the Lance.
According to Edeni, the Lance's actual place in the temple is a close-guarded secret, known only to the priestess herself.
Never simple, is it?
Nope, never is,
We've got two
buddy.
problems to worry about. Firstly, by now, the temple's positively awash with melancholia. We should expect monsters, and lots of them. And secondly, there is a possibility that this dragon god of theirs is an actual living, and therefore angry, dragon.
Hope we don't have a battle like that ahead of us. But we'd better make sure we don't lose if we do.
Yep.
And be quick about it, yeah? If you miss your deadline, Lord Luis will assume you're all traitors.
That puts our deadline in 17 days. Beyond that, we can't say if the priestess would survive.
Your pardon? You all, you're going to save Priestess Yufa?
Wouldn't have to if you hadn't sent her to die.
Yes, I know. You're exactly right. But you have to understand, not everyone here wanted sacrifice. To see a girl her age go
Dead, yeah, stupid.
to die. She's as young as my own child. It's not right. So please.
We will see the girl safely home. You have our word.
We'll see her safety home and then take her with us because she'll awaken.
We came only for the Lance, but even that pursuit has earned us a chance to save a life.
Oddly familiar. You sought me intent on capture, and instead convinced me to join you. You have a knack for opening doors others have closed.
Yeah, you remember then.
Well, let's get some rest for tomorrow. Getting lost in the wild and captured by soldiers really takes it out of you.
Time marches on,
and the age of a new king draws nearer. That music's interesting. The more the better, the more the better. It's always weird hearing some motifs that are very similar to what I've heard in Fire Emblem game. Well, mostly Three Houses. And then just hearing how they've adjusted it for their own stylistic choices, which is cool. Oh, I love that. The font. I am doing Blasphemy, the single save in a JRPG. I commit to my terrible mistakes and never use any other save slots. Though I'll go to the toilet real quick.
What now?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's an Atlas game. They have unlimited save files. Yeah, I mean more like in the note that other people I've watched play like Persona or stuff like that, they tend to have like 10 million different saves.
What can I do for you?
Welcome, Travis. Purchase for you'll find the rest of you whenever you need.
What's going on? Beg pardon?
Here, you saved our chief's life. For that, I offer you my thanks. But let's be the last time you interfere with our business. Island matters should be resolved by island people. Psst, 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 psst. Of course there's a stone here.
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
Well now, what are we on about?
Let's see if things wrong. That's so. Yeah.
Oh.
Rudolph's face. Rudolph is now second. Well, third. Gudok's ranking has dropped a bit. On the other hand, Rella seems to be gradually gaining more support. You're nowhere near the top of this thing, but I feel like your face is a little bigger than before. Maybe. Keep at it. Who knows? Maybe your face gets you a little next to these titans. I hope anyway.
Let us have faith.
Can we actually see any other faces? Luis and Forden. Oh yeah, it's Rudolph. Rudolph there now. Instead of Godox. It's interesting.
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
That's terribly unfair.
The biggest face on this rock is the Sanctus's own Forden. What a farce this whole thing is. Item is that Luis fellow, yeah? And after that, who's next? Can't say. For a moment our chief appeared, but now... Frustrating, but expected. We can't expect outsiders to care about our plight. Surely the chief understands that. I'd be feeling so many things at once if my face was on there. But look over there, it's still small, but I can see the elder boy's face. Who is he really? Him and those companions of him think they're after our relic? I certainly hope not. It's not as though the island's troubles would be solved by a new king decides. I haven't seen any fairies in such a long time. What's to become of our fair island?
Look at that.
People
Let
seem
us have
suspicious.
faith in Lady Yufa.
Yeah, that's expected.
Beg your pardon?
Have you had to find your way around the island? Our city wasn't built with outsiders, you might see. Yeah, it makes sense. Shop jump, da 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 da.
Good goal.
Should honor Lady Thura's wishes and let her fulfill her duty. I get why you guys are like this, but on the same note, jeez. Hey, it's more.
Leave me alone,
Hey, mister!
You!
I'm very grateful to have your help. I've always found the idea of sacrifice a bit suspect, but I've never been bold enough to speak up. We soldiers aren't strong enough to win a real fight either. In the end, none of us have the courage to save our island.
Hey, mister!
Hey, mister! What you guys got?
Leave it out, mate.
Why can't we just offer up a sacrifice the way we've always done? At the expense of one life, we'll save countless others. All this protest, even though the priestess herself agreed to it. And who's going to take the fall when things go wrong? The chief, probably. Like, if he's a good leader, which we see he is, he will take the fall if shit goes to shit, you know? Also, fun facts. Also, nice to see someone with a cool head. Fun facts. There's no one watching on Twitch, basically, but there's 5 on the YouTube, which is always funny to me.
We are witness to the wrath of the gods.
It's like, yeah, YouTube doesn't have live stream discovery, but it sure seems better than what Twitch is. Hey, Moore. How you doing, Moore? I'm too dumb for Twitch. Fair enough.
Would you look at this?
Ah, you found another new ally, this time quite the unexpected character at that. Your ally's awakening has revealed a new archetype called the Masked Dancer. It holds a power both unique and interesting. New special experiment to enhance the potential of the highest levels. Did you decide to hear more? I have a letter prepared for you, if you'd like to listen, by all means. Anything new for here? No, it's still nothing. Oh. So what's this new special experiment stuff? That's Joker from P5R. You special... You can get... From enemies in battle.
Please,
okay.
do make yourselves comfortable.
Let's see what this is like. Oh, hey, look, an achievement. Perform a special experiment. A thief's mask. Oh. Yeah.
You'll come again.
Who do I give the commander to? Because I've got to start doing the commander and then general for someone. Probably the main pro tag, since you need to max archetypes on all archetypes on the pro tag for an achievement. Though I don't know if archetype progress carries over in New Game Plus. And I don't want to know that until we get to it, really.
Yes.
Ah, it's you. I apologize for placing such a heavy burden on visitors. I'll be able to join you after my wounds heal a bit more.
Think we'll make
Don't
it?
push yourself. We'll handle the island for now. You just rest up. I'm in your debt.
It was all in vain.
Unstinking believable.
I'll be marked as destructor of the peace. There are some among us who are more chatty, shall we say, but to me, there is sincerity in silence. Yeah, you do you, I suppose. I love the music.
It was all in vain.
Riding a sword? Yeah, what are you doing? Snooping about the neighborhood, aiming to steal our valuables, I bet. Hey, there's no need to be suspicious. We're not trying to make any enemies here. Don't think you can sway me so easily. You've come here to hunt down a divine relic, have you? Next door, they're expecting a child soon. This island's full of innocent people who just want to live in peace. Please leave us just alone. Just leave us alone. Jeez me, can I read and English? Riding a sword? Yeah, what should you do about it?
All right then.
I'm clearly slightly lost on how this map goes. That one? Yes, that one. Mumble, mumble, mumble. Gnarly. There's nothing we can do. We're not worthy enough to offer up ourselves as sacrifice in place of the priestess. If Dragon God wishes for the destruction of our island, we can only wait quietly for the end. Have you looked out the view from here? You know, I once dreamed of visiting the outside world too, but rather than despairing when I learn what it's really like out there, I'd rather stay here when I know I'm comfortable. The outside world's too big to care about people like us. But you see, with me as king, I will care about you. I'm kidding. Well, not really. It's just the spiel is kind of stupid. No, just me. I'm just a unique little man like that. Don't meet their eyes. They're outsiders we've all been talking about. Didn't our problems begin when they showed up? Why don't they do us a favor and go back home?
if I may.
Don't think too poorly of us islanders. We're just not used to visitors from the mainland. Everyone's anxious. Hard not to be after the string of bad luck we've had here. Used to be you could spot fairies on the island if you looked hard enough, but I'm pretty sure they're all gone now. Huh.
Hello there.
On a map, lots of spots across the island, inland sea look easy to access, but that's a false impression. The tides force even seasoned locals to take roundabout routes. So usually when the priestess and Shifadendi leave the island, we bring our most skilled sailors to navigate the currents. But on Lady Zethuria's last trip, they were attacked by a monster that killed most of them. They're talking smack of you like you're not just in front of them. Yep! But you know what? That's fine. I don't care. You do your thing. So that's a gauntlet runner. You came down in that thing? The outside world is frightening. I don't think we islands would win if we were ever to go to war. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen.
Hey, mister.
Hey, how does this thing move exactly? No, never mind. If we get caught talking to outsiders, I'll get an earful. Up we go we up, ups we doos we uppies, something something. Because I'll probably after this playthrough, I will probably do a new game plus on my Steam Deck for achievement hunting.
Of the tide.
Maybe, I don't know yet. I'd love to set out this very moment. We'd get there in a heartbeat, gliding waves like these. I'd say the others are still not ready to go. Let's see, what do we got ahead of us?
All ready for departure? Time to save that bally damsel in distress, eh?
Bop. North Island? I knew it.
So this is the Dragon Temple. It's not too far from Virga Island, but we have to consider the currents.
What do the currents look like currently?
Now then.
This place here.
Here's where we are now. Party's over.
I should probably go get some status healing items because that is currently a problem I have. It was like what? I only had one potion to deal with Melody, which is not a great thing to be at. Not a great position to be in. Ain't gonna lie. I want to get Stroll's Warrior up, but he works so much better as
what now?
A gunner. It's actually unironically awesome how good he is at that. I don't have any more of these just yet. We have unlocked the dancer. Oh no, we haven't because I'm still yet to get her bond. Wonder when we will. Because for now it's just her who has that. Zim zimmin. Zim zimmin in my sword. Not a beamer. It's a sword. Do 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 do.
Hey!
I beg your pardon.
Is there anything you need? Wow, we got a lot of stuff to sell.
Now then.
Let's do it. The praise. Oh, we'll take some of these. Hell yeah. 200 health to everyone. That's awesome. So, I think we need at least 10 of these. Get 10 of each, just so we're not out up shit creek next time things happen. I've not made use of these at all yet. Those dungeon levers.
What am I to do?
You might just be the first non-Mustari customer to step foot within the store since establishment. Fair enough.
Hello.
I love the smell of this place. The blend of scents from all the different plants just soothes my soul. Love the door design. Such a neat little thing. Bum, 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 ba dum. Bum, ba dum. The first non, is that a good thing? I think it just more states to how A, these guys don't really let outsiders come into their island that often, and B, how many people actually make the journey out here. All it is just trade ships for the most part, from what I understand so far.
Such a sky shine.
Dun, 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 dun. Is the Christ still with us, or is he out? Has he gone back to the mainland or something? Like, what is he doing?
Right. Time for the old girl to shine.
That's a bit louder than I expected. Should turn my speakers down a little. Whoa, it's nice to not have to have the headphones on for a bit. Because it's cool enough in here that I don't need to switch the aircon on back now for a while. Because it's getting cool. Yeah, it's dropping below 20 degrees now. So hopefully the lights don't make it too warm in here. Let's go.
Let's see here.
If the currents stay, we'll get there within the day.
Pursue peril.
Let's go.
Tally-ho then.
So we bring the fight to them.
Let's keep our wits about us. Splash? There's the splash. Bum 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 dun dun dun.
You see?
Still can't progress any of them. Guess we just must be in that section of the game where it just won't let you for a bit. Where is everyone? Juna's not hiding in the corner here. Ooh, she's not. Do we still have the other two lads on board? Not that way. No one's down here. Though I doubt anyone would want to hang out down here outside of Norris because the beating heart is kind of obnoxious. I hope not. Bum 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 dun dun. Bum 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 ba da dum. Bum 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 da da dum. Ah, there they are. Yeah, of course they're with Juna.
A word of warning.
That blood you spilled on that heart back there wasn't just for show, you know. You swore fealty to Lord Luis. Surely it can't really read that your true... Sure, it can't really read your true heart, but it was a blood oath all the same. And if I catch one whiff of you going back on it, well, you've got a lot more blood where that came from. That's how it is to be in this crew, yeah?
Okay.
This whole sacrifice business doesn't sit right with me either. But remember, we can't afford to get sidetracked. Don't forget, Del and I are always watching. Yeah, you shits. Calm your farm. Right, I hope she's well hidden. If there really is a dragon there, we need to expect the unexpected. The more research we can do, the better. A dragon is no laughing matter. I mean, I could laugh. there any achievements to do with
What now?
fishing? What are the? I'm keeping an eye on what achievements there are that aren't secret ones, obviously. I don't think there's any major ones left to grab that won't be grabbed. Okay. Visit all towns, collect all drawing. So what's left is visiting all towns, collect all. There is a triple secret achievements in the order coming up. This. I think we're coming close to the end of the game, I make the assumption of. But we'll find out. Visit all towns, collect all drawings of the journey, max all follower ranks, consult Gallica 100 times, use 50 different synthesis skills, unlock the entire map, spend a total of 100,000 reeve using skills that consume money. Help cook a meal with Maria, 30 consecutive gold class at the Coliseum, complete all quests, finish reading all books, master all archetypes of pro tag, make all possible gold beetle item exchange, make all recipes, create all summoning vessels and masks, travel a significant distance by blade running, win debates against all candidates, and then 2 more secret ones. Cool. So there's not too many major ones left to collect from just random little things.
Understood.
I don't have any books to read, unless those boys have put some in. Wormbait. Let's see what we fish up, eh? Is there going to be a mini game for this? Suppose I'll try that then.
The fight is on.
Ah, but I'm stronger.
There.
Man. That's a first, a JRPG without a fishing minigame when it has fishing.
Here we go.
Tension and strategy lurk beneath the surface of calm. That's what makes fishing such a beloved pastime. The results hardly matter. In fact, don't bother asking how many I've caught. Well, as much as I said, I think it's about time we call it a day. Maybe there will be a minigame. Probably not. I doubt it. If they're not going to show you the minigame the first time you do it.
Currents north of Virga Island.
It's simple. This can't be a JRPG game.
It is dedicated to the dragon god, Et. The wind carries the unsettling cries of beasts over the water, ensuring that even reaching the temple will be a trial. The gauntlet runner pulls into the shores of the isolated island, amidst surges of sinister magla.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. We haven't been given the officiator of this quest as of yet. We still can't do any bond levels as of yet. We still haven't gotten Juna's bond level as of yet.
Maybe the tide was with us this time, but that was a much quicker trip than I thought.
What's up, Del? You seasick?
No. And keep your eyes on them, not me. Don't want them pinching the lance and doing a runner.
You really worry too much, mate. Once you've got doubts in your head, you don't know how to let them go.
That's the Dragon Temple.
Just as I thought. I've seen this exact view in historical art. It's as ancient as ruins come. Perhaps the reason the Sanctus Church doesn't want anyone near the island is that they want whatever's inside to stay buried.
I'd avoid it too if I could. The place looks totally overrun with magla. We're definitely gonna find some monsters in there.
This melancholia aura is most ominous. What is this magic? And from whence is it born? We only ever see it when faced with grave burdens.
Might not be unrelated. We know magic is possible without an igniter. In other words, magla can be controlled by the mind.
It's the dragon,
alone.
I'm kidding.
You
Maybe.
venture that it springs from mortal minds?
Hey, you lot about finished. Let's get on with it.
He's right. Let's hurry on.
We're trying to figure out what's the cause of all of this, because it might allow us to, I don't know, make sense of this and maybe have a better chance. I don't know. But it's not like you guys really care about that. You just want that damn lance and be done with it, as long as you can simp to Juna then too. Wish wash, tish wash.
We're off.
Okay. I think we keep the current. Didn't you learn? It's rude to stand. I guess it falls me to teach you basic manners. Now quit gawking. Prick. Yeah, maybe it's just me. Anyway. Dell's acting a bit strange. I'm very curious on where that story section goes. Very curious. Oh, I can ride the sword up. This is interesting. It's a tree. That's got a red icon on it.
Look at the entrance. What's going on here?
It's some kind of giant tree, right? But it almost feels like it's radiating pure magla.
We shall force our way through if we must.
The woods turns aside all steel. It's no normal tree. The Melancholia's influence, maybe.
That's the best you've got, old man. Too sloppy by half. I'll show you how it's done. Del, what's wrong?
Nothing. I'm sound.
Del,
Just
you
dizzy. That's all.
you stubborn prick.
Hey, Del. Whoa. You're burning up. Why?
Allow me.
You stubborn fart. He was wounded against the human we fought at sea.
Your foot is badly injured. It is infected and inflamed. What possessed you to hide this?
I said I'm fine. Stop wasting time.
A wound-borne fever can turn fatal. We should turn back.
She's right, Del. We've got to get that looked at.
Basilio, are you gonna listen to me or not?
Oh, please. You don't get to die like an idiot. From an infected foot of all things. Learn to rely on your allies. That's what a real warrior does.
Stubborn fart.
Sorry, Del. I can't afford to listen to you this time.
You damned fool.
Well, out he goes.
We need to get back to the village. Every second counts. Teleporting might be our best bet.
Right. We'll be seen, but we don't really have a choice right now. We can't get into the temple like this anyway. Let's ask around back at the village to find out if there's a way in.
Basilio, carry him to the bunk inside the gauntlet runner. Also, once we get moving, don't leave the room or look outside. We're charging home full throttle, understood?
What? Right, got it.
I suppose it's a way to try and hide the fact we're just about to blip over.
Hey.
Gran, how's Del doing? You can help him, right? Good thing you came back immediately. One night more of this and he'd be lost. But rest easy, boy. I've treated him with both magic and material cures. A good hardy papyrus constitution should be all he needs to fight the fever. Okay, that's good. But you'll stay on bed rest. Even once the fever's down, if he pushes himself too fast, he'll never walk on that leg again. I'd listen to her if I were you.
Thanks.
So much. And actually, there's one more thing we could use your wisdom on.
I see.
A giant tree in the temple. Didn't see it when I was in the area. If it's grown that much in a short time, it might be magla exposure. The temple's positively leaking the stuff. I believe I understand. If you're aiming to destroy this tree, a concoction known to the ancients as the Potion of Blight may be the wisest choice. Truth be told, there's no record of the ingredients needed to make it. All I know is they're not found on this island. I heard that something that induces thirst is needed. If you could bring me that, I might try my hand at concoctioning the Potion of Blight.
Understood.
Understood. We'll track them down. If we want to get into the temple, we have to do something about that tree.
Let's give it a shot.
Cool.
Hey.
Sorry, Lady Juna. The way I see it, someone's going to stay and look after Del. Don't be silly, Baz. Of course you'd stay with him. You know he'd chase right after us otherwise. Hate to say it, we're short in time as it is. Think you lot might be able to handle this temple shit all alone? Seems our debts are piling up, eh?
Listen.
You don't need to worry about it. This is about This is about when Dell would say something like, hey, they're going to run off the list, waste all of them. But me, I don't think your lot's so bad. I trust you. So we'll hang about here, and you sort out the lens, and while the priestess girl and all, if you like. Can't exactly turn back on your sister after all you've done for your own brother now, can I? Fidelio could stand to learn from you, a lot from you, if you ask me. Don't worry, you can leave it to us. The chief's like, the f you mean?
Time marches on.
As Basilio said before, never easy, is it? No, it's never simple, is it?
Nonetheless.
The giant tree is blocking our way to the Dragon Temple. I am very much looking forward to covering it in the Potion of Blight.
But...
Don't get ahead of yourself, love. We still don't have all the ingredients. Seems like there's something about it that makes it tougher to gather all of them here on the island. Indeed, would seem we have no choice but to track those down first. A maddening delay when both priestess and the lance we seek sit inside the temple beyond our reach.
True.
We have no idea how big the temple is on the inside, nor what matter of enemies await within. 'Twas likely to be more difficult than any of our previous endeavors. Quest start? Quest start? Come on, game. I know you want to say it. Free me of the shackles of story stuff and let me get back to the fight. I'm kidding. Still confused why we haven't started Juna's Bond. There it is. 60 difficulty. Cool. Cool. Scorching heat, enlightenment, whatever that may occur around Virga Island. Disrupt in the temple, rescue her, and obtain it before the day you depart for Altraberry. Going for the potion.
Really?
And there's request to grab. I think we're now good to start doing things. Whoa! Hypnosia. I see Grumbles over there. Please use this in. Yep. Cool. Hey, Juna.
Goodness.
Basilio and Fidelio wouldn't know caution if it bit them on the bum. All the same, we have to do something about the giant tree in the temple, don't we? I wonder when your bond will start. Do you need something?
So, hey.
Was there something we wanted to ask, actually? When you say it's on the island, how should we know something even the chief doesn't? I've told you, start the informant at the tavern. Still, wouldn't you mainlanders know more about the outside world? Take that talkative chap we threw in prison earlier. He seemed rather worldly.
Really?
Between the informant and Batlin, we have 2 leads sent. Let's follow it up. So Batlin's around somewhere, is he? Cheeky bastard. You got a request? What's up, bud?
What are my options here?
That fool, I told her how dangerous it was, huh? Aren't you the outsiders who promised to save Lady Etheria? If only you come a little earlier, then my reckless fool of a sister might be still alive.
What?
Did she pass away? Do you want to talk about it? Well, she was always a bit strange. Very interested in monsters, so she left home one day and set off towards a den of them just to satisfy her curiosity. She was a real fool. This happened so many times that people of the island gave up on her. She'd come back unscathed every time, but her luck was bound to run out. There's been no news for ages.
Please,
if you're willing to avenge her, I'd sleep easy if you go to the Spire of Blind Faith and slay the monster there. Sure. I'll do that.
God, I am grateful.
Leogron, who lords over the tower.
Please,
she might be still alive, though.
Let's give it a shot.
That's 6.5. Though everyone's speaking like, yeah, she's dead. There's nothing we can do about it. I believe it might be possible that she's still alive, but what am I to say?
Let us
Hey,
have
look.
faith in Lady Yufa.
Aha!
Are you perhaps the boy who promised to save our priestess? If you're from the mainland, then by chance, have you been to the Lycona Ignited shopping Grand Trad? Yeah, we're basically this. Really, could you be a favor? I need someone to take this Ignited to Lycon shop and have it appraised. It's like this. Not too long ago, a trader came to our shores and sold this model for cheap. Claimed it was a broken piece of regional craftsmanship. But if I'm right, it's an Igniter. Pretty valuable one too, so I'm hoping Lycon Store can appraise it and back up my validation. People... I have to have no other contacts in the Grand Trad, and the future of Mustari is right on this. Oh, of course I can promise a reward too.
No kidding.
What do you think? Of course.
I am so grateful.
We'll do everything.
Let's give it a shot.
It's as simple as I will take all the requests and do them all. Hey, look, it's the crier.
Oh.
Hey there, despite the warm welcome I initially received from these folks, I've somehow convinced them to let me stay on the island. Anyway, what troubles you? It's written all over your faces.
Yeah.
Not bad, huh? We're actually looking for something, but we're not had much luck.
I see.
Ingredient for a potion of Plight that causes withering, eh? Quite a pickle if you can't find it here. Although, potion's meant to dry things out. You know, something that can do that? Couldn't say for sure, my memory's fuzzy on the matter, but I do believe I saw something like that in the shop once. I want to say it was a shop that dealt in medicines and the like. Grand Trad brings in goods from across the kingdom, so that would be your best bet. Too bad we're on the other side of the world, eh? A far cry from the Grand Trad.
Yep.
Right, that part we can handle. I suppose we should head back to the Gauntlet Runner. It's always funny, just like, that's a bit far away though. I don't know if you can do it. Hey, look, it's you.
Del.
They got a doctor looking at Del right now. He's doing better, but nobody's supposed to see him but me. You know what that means? This whole Dracodes thing, that's up to you now. And if you fail Lord Luis, I'm guessing you already know what happens next, eh? Just don't make me have to kill you, yeah? Of course not, man. We're cool. We're chill.
Huh?
We're bros. We're buddies. Like how they acknowledge fast travel in this game. Yeah, it was such a creative way of implementing it into the game and also making it make sense to some degree.
Yes.
Yep, same as before.
Think we'll make it?
We are witness to the
Anything up here? Riding a sword? Yeah, what you can do about it? Actually, where is
Alright then.
the tavern? I'm just an idiot who's gone right past it. Yep, that is exactly what I've done.
Huh?
I mean, they're all from different tribes for crying out loud. How can we leave it to them? Just because the fact that we're all from different tribes and we don't care about that fact should say a lot about what we are like. Come on. Be realistic, peeps. What?
Wow.
Hey, informer.
Cheers.
Once lived outside the island and worked as an informant. Now I'm a humble fisherman, but my knowledge of the surrounding area is still unmatched.
Fancy a
So
bit
what
of
you say?
info?
Is there anything you'd like to learn more of? Yes, particularly. I already looked into it myself, but I apologize. Wasn't able to find useful information here on the island. Finding what you need in the royal capital, there should be an informant there. They should be glad to. Yep.
Okay.
Cool. Anyway, let's grab some stuff.
Cheers.
Wary of the moving stone statues and spectos, source spears don't work against either of them. Spectos reflect bows and the like as well, apparently. There's also huge tree-like monsters, I believe they're called Alentos. But what's tricky is they're a different type of Alentos. The green one's weak to fire, but the others, fire won't work at all. Lastly, I hear the green ones can use wind magic, so hold your ground. That's about it, stay extra vigilant. That's interesting information. What about this one? There's a place known as Spire of Blind Faith down south. No one dares go near it, though. Technically, it isn't that far from this island, but due to the way currents flow, one must approach it by circling around about from the north.
But wait,
That's fun.
this place. Let's see. nice little village.
Silento, Quantum Village in the archipelago, being on the periphery of the currents. They were thin trickle of trade with the continental seaside villages exporting seafood and souvenirs. And then, of course, that place will come by, and we'll probably go by whatever that is over there. That's good to know. Worse yet, they say a monster dwells within the tower. Suppose it resembles a large bird with vivid plumage. Might be that it's overly cautious. The closer you get, the more violent it becomes. Best to attack it from as far away as possible from the rear.
Don't say.
Cool.
Just between us.
Fire and Pierce.
Isn't this a dilemma?
Aurora sauces and gluttons like her. No, she's just a bit of a weird one. She has a weird knack for food. Really wouldn't call it taste. It's a knack, but...
Leave it out, mate.
My eyes are hurting a little from the light. Let's flick the light off for a little bit.
Excuse me?
Anyway, it sounds like we're heading down to the Gauntlet Run and we're going to make a jump to the capital.
I won't be forgiving that anytime soon. Really now? Such a sky surely shows us.
Anyone down here for anything? No. Gauntlet Run time!
Are we departing?
Route map.
Now then.
Well, first things first.
It's your call.
Let's
move.
go. Let's at least address that information, so we're ready to go for that. We'll probably go to... maybe the tower before the temple. Don't know yet. Don't know yet. Because this isn't like the sneaking into the Chardorius. We can do this at any order because we can just do that, I think.
Proper races.
Proper races. First off, we got to go to...
Idiot.
Oh, I hate the rain.
An elder.
I heard that elder child can use magic that no one else has seen before. Really? Didn't know that.
Welcome.
Well, I've heard, yep. Let me help you in finding ignite that suits your needs.
You have my thanks.
Welcome.
Requesting appraisal, so of course, I'd be happy to if you allow me to take then. Heart? Why is this? Must be produced. Those paintings. Well, this is most unexpected. What I say, this igniter is basically nothing special. On top of that, it's broken. As far as igniters goes, it goes rubbish. The more important matters to tend to. I understand though, and perhaps I was hasty.
An
Secondly,
intriguing offer.
What a dick! What a racist prick is just like, it doesn't seem like much. It seems like crap, you know, it's like trash. Okay, I'll go talk to Britisha since she seems just like this. Oh, actually, looks cool. Truly remarkable. Did undoubtedly come confidence.
Right?
Even if vows to sell, I'd never let someone who spouts such prejudiced nonsense have it. So, like that back now. Let me report of the appraisal. Ben 10 plus JRPG plus fantasy plus anime plus persona equals metaphor.
Splendid. Understood.
If you wish, so be it. Here's your appraisal report. The fee will be waived this time. What a shithead. What a shithead. But that's not surprising. We're in the capital. There's a lot of shitheads around. You have reportable quests.
Oh, God.
Let's pray Luis will be met with divine punishment. Sure. I can agree to that to some degree. He definitely deserves it. No, she's not here. Rella's not here. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I'm glad that I've been able to avoid most things for the most part. But as I said earlier, I do when I'm just sifting through to find better images to use for thumbnails rather than just simply taking screenshots of the game myself, I have come across multiple different vague spoilers, like not too much information, but you know, a picture and a title of an article or stuff like that, and it's just bothersome. But why'd I go here? I want the tavern. What a donk. You know, I'm curious. What are they saying about me?
What examination's going on? Closer aim.
It's been a while since the expedition of the Brave ended, but Luis still remains on equal footing with his Eminence Forden. Luis didn't participate in the expedition. How could he possibly be on the same level as Eminence? Because, well, that's Braillehaven for you. It's not a place that values religion as much as we do here. From their perspective, perhaps they feel Forgiveness Day is more important than large-scale events such as this. They're nothing more than fools who care not about faith nor their country. Wow.
Say there.
Religious people are shit. Not... Okay, that's a statement. Calm down, me. We don't need to do that. Religious people in this game can be shit. More importantly, have you seen the rumored elder cannon's face has shown up in the corner? I feel that I've seen this face before. Perhaps it's merely in my imagination.
Beg pardon?
Hey, watch out. You're the one everyone's talking about. It's going to be interesting to see how that rock changes. The church knows what the divine relics really are, and yet they spout nonsensical rubbish just to be able to use them in the tournament. That pisses me off. They destroyed the mage academy so they could lie whenever it suits them. There's no end to my rage, but at the same time, I'm glad decent candidates like you give us a shred of hope. Here's a little something to keep your spirits up. I'm sure it's not easy out there.
Hey, mister.
That's cool, actually. Bro, you seem like a decent man.
All right, then.
So we'll give you some junk. Such a bro. You seem like guy who ain't gonna do stupid crap like the church is currently doing, so I like you. Granted, we did do the whole thing of exposing a Sanctorus, which is definitely a statement. Though that wasn't the intended plan, but yeah, we pulled out Deep Sea's bad route.
Even me tail's too down.
Oh, this blooming
So you've been to Braillehaven, huh? I can keep my ears open from time to time. What else? Did you happen to meet a man by the name of Hallandra? Was not in love with his drink, specifically with the honeybee. How yourself around? I was worried where you end up now. It's Maria!
Mister!
Hey, mister, you're here. Give it. Give her a drawing.
Wow!
Really walked on the bottom of the sea? The walls are waves. How do you know they weren't going to fall on you? See, so there's really a place like that outside of Grand Trad.
Thank you.
Thank you. It might be busy.
I see.
The hush honeybear. Honeybee in. Keep saying honey bear. It's a honeybee in, doof. Just informant.
Fancy a bit?
Huh. Never mind.
What?
Please make parched water. Visit the general store on Sunshade Row. Comfort concoctions, it's called. Oh, they recently got some in stock. Cool. Yes, Fabian.
Kind of.
Different sorts of new merchandise in. None of us were very useful for my tavern, of course. Man, the photos look cool to collect over there. Anyway, back out we go. I'm assuming Juna's rank will appear at some point. I'm assuming so. We need to get her archetype usable for other people at some point. Alright. Hulkenberg's waiting for a certain time. Mario can be done now. So can Barden. But we're not worried about that right now.
I want to ride an adorable runner.
Wait, Gallagher's holding on for dear life. What was... Oh, I love that. That is such a neat little thing I never noticed.
Well, stranger things have happened.
Comfort concoctions. Ba-da-ba-dum.
Isn't that?
We'll go report on them in a moment. We're trying to do other things while here. Oh, gold beetle.
What is it you want? Huh?
Parched water. Yep.
What's
take some.
this?
Right.
All right then.
Call
Let's
the
go.
runner. Bye-bye.
Looks like everyone's here.
Read the map.
Now then.
What should we do?
Let's see.
This place.
What?
Oh, we can't go back to those. Oh.
Let's see. It's your call. Let's move.
Back we go. Papa. Yeah, it's spies. Papa. Anyway, moving.
Huh?
Such a sky surely. Really now?
Riding a sword? What? Here you are.
Hello there.
Hello there. You returned, and with zeal renewed, it seems. I'd say so. We brought the ingredient you asked for. Now can you get working on the Splight potion, can't you? I handed a flask of parched water to Adini.
I see.
Ah, so that's what bringing out the thirst. Read about this. I'm surprised you're able to produce a treasure such as this off the island in such a short time. Quite fleet of foot, those gauntlet runner contraptions. I see you have much yet to learn about
Leave
them.
it to me.
Now, I'll get brewing. You won't be waiting long. Take a moment to rest yourselves. Thank you for your patience. The potion is complete. This is the potion of Blight our villagers passed down through generations. I'm sure it will serve you well.
Mission accomplished.
Kill beans.
Thank you.
Heading at the house of Huge Street. Now we should be inside the temple. Let us hurry and rescue the priestess. The dedicated should be at the fire in the temple. Considering the situation, I doubt even you fars made it that far. You must ensure you're ready to face the trials before you. Perhaps the bounty request you found in the mainland cities could be just the thing. I also looked at the recruitment center before I left port and recall noting that the available requests had multiplied. You should see it for yourself.
I'm counting on you.
Please not so much of you. I beg nevertheless. Please save my sister. Boy, oh boy.
That reminds me.
Yep, there it is. That looks like to be the trigger of her bond, hopefully.
Oh?
Looking a bit pensive, love. Make sure you take a break when you need it, or you end up falling when you least need to afford to. It's a bit of advice. It involves helping the people, so you hear me out, won't you? I think this is right up alley. Go on.
Thanks.
Thank you. See perfectly spot over for you.
You know, some of the islanders were so enamored by my songs, they opened up to me a bit. They were still rather sheepish, but I simply can't leave them hanging, can I now?
Really?
Apparently they've been plagued by monsters raiding the tombs just off the coast. I dare say that sounds right up our alley, doesn't it? If you'll help, I'll even make it interesting. I'll let you in on the secrets of a songstress.
What kind of secrets?
Oh, the key to capturing hearts. Some tips and tricks for carrying yourself with dignity. Rather useful to a kingly candidate, no?
Maybe.
Well then, our monsters are to be found on an island the locals call the Orbwise Path. Their legends say that if you offer your dead to the snakes there, their souls ascend to become guardian deities.
That's
Problem
interesting.
being, the monsters are eating
She's
the snakes,
tall, yo.
which has left the bereaved unable to complete
Maybe?
the ritual. The sadness in their eyes was just too much to bear. You know, I couldn't help but come to you about it.
Either that, or, like, because Matt's meant to be 18, or Will, I believe the actual name is. Protag's meant to be like 18, young as hell. And he's kind of short. Well, at least when compared to Hulkenberg and Stroll.
Oh, and evidently, there's some sort of offering there that's yours for the taking. If you'd like it. Well, have I piqued your interest? Do these people a favor, and I'm sure they'd rally behind you.
Mm-hmm. The situation does seem concerning. Series of Songstress potential treasure have me curious too. Maybe it's worth checking out.
So, you're in, I take it? Brilliant. I'll inform the others.
I'm sure we'll be able to handle it.
Music to my ears. I'll tell you what. I'll throw in a little something extra for you. On top of my secrets, of course.
Yeah.
This one's important.
5.5.
Here's the place, if you're interested.
We'll face danger here.
Cool. Good thing we did that. We got that activated beforehand, because then we can bounce through this and this in one round trip, maybe.
And right,
we'll face danger here.
Maybe. I don't know.
here's where we are now.
Oh, and do bring me along when you go, won't you? We can tackle it whenever you're ready.
Yeah. I want to go without you. You're a unit. It's like, what? What do you want about, woman? I kid. I love this music to this village. It's actually quite nice. Alpha. Hey, it's still day. That's actually quite nice. I was half expecting it to advance time.
Excuse me?
Wait, you haven't got my ignited press, have you? No, of course not. How would you do it so quickly? Here it is. According to them, it's old but high functioning. Sounds like a valuable find. Kind of impressed that you knew that from only a glance, actually. Thank goodness. Then my evaluation was correct, and that means my dream's in reach. Truth is, I need a professional's opinion so I could test my own judgment. I'm planning to open up an igniter shop here in the island.
Huh?
You want to sell igniters here, but aren't they, Sanctus creations? Yes, I know many islands who do not care for them, but as your arrival got me thinking, someday this island will surely open up to the outside world. When that time comes, I want igniters to help me be a bridge between our lands and the rest of the country. Prejudice against our people won't disappear overnight, but I think it comes from people's fear of the unknown. That's where I want to help. If the Mustari seem like unknowns, I can try making us known. Show everyone that both Mustari and Igniters aren't objectively evil. And you've proven that the people who can see past tribes, people who just want to help, truly, you are my hope.
I am so
Thank
grateful.
you. It's quite a boost to hear from that you. Alright, I've got your award. Here, take it. Bam, bam, bam. Money.
All right.
Oh, wisdom. Didn't expect that.
Farewell.
Bet you'll find some islanders who'll be glad to play a part of your dream. Bom bom.
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
There's a new request there. We'll go grab that in a moment. I should probably go grab the request because it might be another dungeon slog.
Pardon me.
You there. You're those outsiders who say you're going to save the princess, aren't you? Your time couldn't be better. Can I ask you something for me? I need some stones for my grandchild's first fishing ship. Stones? What's that going to do? They're called polar stones. When put in specifically crafted doll's hands, they always point in a fixed direction. The doll's vital for navigation at sea. The stones weaken with time, so I'd like someone to bring me new stones from the Dragon Temple.
Yeah?
That's where you find those stones. Wow, that's a ways off. Must be rough for the fishing industry. Well, the truth is, we typically store our spare stones in our household. Just this time, I offered all of them up to the temple. Legend has it the dragon god loves the stones, after all. And knowing how troubled it's been lately, I felt like I had to do something. But I arrived to find the temple full of monsters. I turned back quickly, of course, and the stones scattered. I can't tell anyone on the island I lost the stones, especially not my family. So you are my only hope, please. Sure. Leave it to me, bud.
Not finished yet?
I lost 3 of them. I only need a single one to build a doll. But I'll be enormous relief to have the others if you can find them. I'll gladly give you an additional ward for each. If you don't have stones by the time my grandchild goes out fishing, there'll be no point, so I'll need them by August 30th. I should mention the stones shouldn't be that far in. After all, I didn't get far before I decided to run away.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Oh, I smell trouble.
Why do you need to mark it back out, man?
Let's see.
Well,
Let's help them out.
some of that is a need. When we have time, let's go look for these stones. Okay, we got a lot on our hands to do.
I love it.
Very cool, the expedition brief. Hear that? I get like my hands getting juicy bits of new information. Don't care for the country, but I love to be in the know. In your view, the island no doubt feels isolated, but from this standpoint, it's not so difficult to go from the island to the outside world. So I often hear tales from the outside people who travel back and forth between here and there. All sorts of good tidbits. Oh, here's a tasty rumor. Near Grand Trad, Goborn's been getting up to some nasty businesses. The armies are lost, so they put up a bounty for whoever can take it. Holds the place though. I hear that it's bad as much as I know. Here on the mainland's buildings. Yep.
Didn't expect that.
All right then.
Bom.
Go.
To the Gauntlet Runner. Bum, 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 bum. Bum,
you want to do.
Now then.
Hold on.
Here.
Another Gauntlet Runner.
That's where you want to go.
But nothing else. Surprising little Gauntlet Runners so far. I assume, though, taking some bounties might expose some more Gauntlet Runners floating about, waiting to be fought.
Hey, mister.
Need a ride?
Good
choice.
Is Fidelio still here? Boom, 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 boom.
See there.
Blast this heat.
Bum, bum, bum. Who knows anymore? What's she got?
Welcome.
What do we got? One more.
Welcome.
Seeing the Grand Trap, a cave in the Grand Trap used to be used by bandits. Some Goreborns chase them out in the Goreborns' nest now. Intimidating the bandits and attacking merchants and travelers. Can't have that, can we? On top of that, the Goreborns seem to be following the orders of this one-eyed beast. We take it out before it causes any more damage. Leave it to us. Thanks for your help. Truth be told, we already had a number of bounty hunters come running back, tail between their legs. The Goreborns are in the cave called Scoundrel's Hold near Grand Trad. That's village lingo's on the way. They're supposed to have some real nice stuff there. I'd save up before going if I were you. As for the details, that cyclope-like beast, the Psychocropus, well, the informant should know a thing or two. As proof, you're taking down the bounty. Bring back the enormous eyeball. With that, you'll get your reward, and I'm counting on you now.
Let's do it.
I don't know what your time zone is, but it's 7 a.m. here, and I'm tired, and it was a nice stream, bro. Bye. It's 10 p.m. here in Australia, but I'm about to end too. I was just grabbing the last of the possible requests before I close. Just may as well get everything tightly back in, see what we know what we've got to do, and I can plan a little. No Gauntlet Runner. Bye. See you, Jacob Burns. Thank you for coming by.
Place.
Hope to see you next time.
We'll face danger here.
Let's see.
Cool. Ugh.
What now?
But that will be that. Yeah, that was a lot of stuff to go through for the stream. Like, that was just majority story stuff. Because we've only just now been dropped back into just doing our own thing again after the entire story stuff. Which is, a lot of stuff's now happening, a lot of cogs are now moving. I am really curious to see where it goes next. But that's it for this stream. So as always, thank you so much for watching. If you're on the Twitch, leave the follow, maybe subscribe. It's always useful. If you're on the YouTube, leave a subscription, maybe subscribe, maybe leave a like. I don't know. It could be very useful. But until next time, guys, bye-bye.